Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Superior Adventurers Guild. My name is Dave, and I'm hosting a very exciting group of people here tonight. And for the next 6 Thursdays, we're going to be playing Carbon2185. You guys, I'm very stoked. We've been working on pulling this together for a while, and it's happening. So thank you, first of all, to Ty for putting this thing together. Thank you to this wonderful group of people for some of you coming back to play some more games on Guild Spear, and some of you the first time appearances. It's so exciting. We're going to meet all these people in just a minute. I wanted to just give out a couple of really quick announcements before we do some introductions. And I wanted to mention that thank you for joining us to hang out while we play this game, and we encourage you to get goofy in the chat and play around and have a good time with us. We really appreciate that aspect of this whole live streaming thing. We have some music, some background music, some ambience, all that good stuff that's going to be going on. That is courtesy of our friends over at Tabletop Audio. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. They create a lot of great stuff. You're going to want to check that out. We will at some point, maybe not tonight, but at some point in this mini campaign, we'll be diving into some amazing cyberpunk themed maps that were created by our good friend Solution over at Solution Maps. So I'm going to drop a link to their Patreon in the chat as well. Please go check their stuff out. Support them if you are into dope cyberpunk maps like we are. I think you will totally enjoy that. If you want to connect with us over at Guild Spear, I encourage you to check out our Discord server. We have a lot of fun over there. We've got some offline games that we play through our Discord, and it's also a great way to potentially end up playing in one of our streamed games. So come on over and hang out with us. We'd love to see you there. I want to also point out that while this is the premiere of the Freelancers, which I'm so stoked. I'm looking at Ty right now, and I'm just like, I'm getting so into it. That vibe, Ty, is really good. We also have another premiere coming up this Saturday. DM Shiv is coming back to the channel to run us through part 2 of Tales from the Whisperwood. So please consider coming back on Saturday and diving into that with us. We are super excited to have Shiv and the crew back for that. So without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and have my friends here introduce themselves, tell us who they are. If there's anything that you want to plug or tell us about what you've got going on IRL, please do. And then give us a little bit about what you're playing tonight. And I will go ahead and start with Utahime. Thank you so much for coming back. It's so great to play with you again.
I'm so happy to be back.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are so much fun, and I'm so excited for this new campaign. Let me tell you. Hello, everyone. I'm Utahime, Utahime, Utahime cosplay, pretty much everywhere except on the app, formerly known as Twitter. You can find me at Brianna DaCosta there. As the name suggests, I'm a cosplayer. I'm also a host. And I'm up to lots of tabletop and Magic the Gathering shenanigans. So if you're interested in any or all of those things, feel free to follow me. But tonight I am playing waifu, pronouns she, her, for myself and for my character.
Awesome. So glad to have you back, Utahime. I am very excited about waifu to see what happens. Also very curious to see what happens with my friend Lamar. Lamar, welcome back. So great to have you.
Thank you for having me, and hello everybody. My name is Lamar, aka Lamar the Con Guy, Lemar the Con Guy. You can find me on all social medias made before 2023. I do so many things. I'm a comedian, I'm a singer, I'm a karaoke host. I do too many panels at too many cons. I have like 4 coming in the next month, 2 in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm really excited to play Old Man Sandman. You know, here to tell all these whippersnappers what it was really like before the old
back
time.
in the day.
Back in the day, where our cybernetics were handheld.
I love it. Lamar, it's fantastic to have you back. I was thrilled when you joined this group. So I'm excited to see where this all goes. And also, I am extremely excited to play with Alan. Alan Henry is here. So stoked to play with you for the first time. Tell us about who you are, what you've got going on, Alan.
Yeah, for sure. Hi, this is super exciting. I'm Alan Henry. I am an actor and a performance capture artist and creature artist, and I'm a big nerd. You may have guessed from the little name thing. I was the bear in Cocaine Bear, and I've been King Kong for the past 2 Godzilla vs. Kong films. And I'm yeah, I'm super excited. You can find me at @AlanHenry_official on Instagram, because other social media apps terrify me because I am also an old man. But yeah, I'll be in Chicago soon at G Fest, a big kaiju convention for big monsters, and then in November I'm going to be at Grand Rapids Comic Con, and who knows after that? Who knows? And today, for this game, I'm playing Snowball.
Snowball. Can't wait to see what you come up with this character. I'll quickly just plug myself. I'm Dave. You guys know that. I'm playing Risky, or Hody 3520. We'll learn more about that character in not too long, but I am more than thrilled to be able to welcome back to the channel. And anybody who's hung out on Guildspear for any amount of time knows DungeonMisterTy, and knows that DungeonMisterTy brings it. So Ty, very thrilled to have you back. Thank you for putting this together. I'm going to hand the microphone to you, sir. Tell us who you are, what you've got going on, and take it away, my friend.
Thank you very much, and welcome to my cast, and welcome to the audience. Really glad everyone is here, and I am very excited to play with you all. Again, like you said, for the first time or again, and this is hopefully the start of many more adventures. We have 6 episodes coming up in Carbon2185, which is the Cyberpunk setting by Dragon Turtle Games. The game system that I officially worked on in my first professional capacity when it came out in about 2016. So I very quickly went deep into the industry from there as a writer, editor, what was it, design consultant, and some other things before founding Adventure Sling Productions, which is the creator of New of Arden, which I promise is on its way.
Can't wait, man.
It is in layout and coming just about at the 3-year mark for the whole entire process. So it's ripe. It's ready off the vine finally. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for New of Arden right now. We are here for Carbon 2185. As I said, it is a cyberpunk setting. Think of it about 100 years further into the future from the cyberpunk you may know and love from other sources. And I see it as kind of an extension of that universe. Things are different as much as they may be the same. So there are a lot of the familiar cyberpunk tropes, the cyberpunk sorts of things. The neon is always present, the terrible weather. We are centered in San Francisco in the 22nd century. The city is surrounded by a seawall because of the rising waters, and east, what was the East Bay, the cities of Oakland, San Leandro, Berkeley, all of that is a bit of a wasteland now. You can still get out there by crossing the remnants of the Bay Bridge, probably the San Mateo Bridge, things like that. If you know the area, if you don't, just consider the fact that you could get out there if you wanted to, but you better have a good reason. We are centered in San Francisco, as I said. The gritty streets of San Francisco have not improved much since 2024. The weather's gotten worse than that. And this is where we're taking place. So if we're ready, I don't know that we need much more hoopla than that, because the world speaks for itself. Players, are you ready to get into Carbon 2185?
Let's do it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What do we think?
That may be the brightest answer. Very well. You've been a cyberpunk for a week, month, 6 weeks, 6 months. Hopeful, imaginative, green. You knew you couldn't do it alone. That much you knew. That was smart thinking. So you met some friends. You formed a team. At least you hope it's a team. Here's what you know about being a cyberpunk. You know what it means to work, and you know what it means to struggle. You've got guts, so you haven't quit yet. After that, you don't know shit. There's a lot of money out there for people willing to lay it on the line, and sister, there isn't much line left. You hardly know the punks you're running with now, but you gotta start somewhere. Everyone is desperate. What makes you so fucking special? And as we get into this setting, if each of you, and I'm going to start with Risky, and I'm just going to go left across my screen. Risky, will you describe your appearance to us and any little tidbit you might want people to know without going too far into
Sure.
the background?
You see Risky, you see young, naive, ambitious. You can see it in their eyes. You can see the draw towards a bit of flashiness, a little bit of pomp, a little bit of showmanship. Always seems to be carrying around a guitar, playing the keys, always working on a song. Spiked green hair, green eyeshadow, maybe a layer of thick lipstick that matches the color coordination. If you were to look at Risky, you'd think, this kid's going places. But if you looked a little bit closer, you'd say, this kid's been places. And if you looked at his boots, you'd say, this kid needs a new pair of boots. Soles are threadbare. Laces are frayed. It's a show. It's always a show.
Snowball. What do people see when they look at you?
Snowball is big man, very big, but practical. Has combat boots, very sensible trouser, short. Very nice Leatherman jacket. Is as wide as he is tall, and has green eyes. Has a helmet that he has drawn a lightning bolt on to make him go faster. And likes to pick things up and mess around with them. Sometimes they break, but that's just because they are defective product.
Engineering, what do they call it? Engineered
Obsolescence.
Engineered obsolescence.
Yeah, obsolescence. Let's see. I'm blanking on names. Waifu.
She has a bright and cheery expression, which definitely differs from the people you would normally see walking down these darker streets. She's standing about 5'4". She has tan skin, short purple hair with bangs pulled back by a bright ribbon on headband on top of her head. Her bright pink eyes shine brightly as she smiles. She has a slim but curvy frame, and she wears what resembles a school uniform, maybe one that looks like kind of an idol uniform. No one really knows. It's a white button-up shirt, black sweater vest, a navy jacket with gold trim, and a matching pleated navy skirt. She wears black thigh highs and then these black leather combat boots. And one other thing that stands out is she has this large Japanese-style pink school backpack. And it happens to hold her matching pink SMG that has, if anyone looks closely, the word kitty in cursive writing engraved on the side with hearts around it. And if she moves her head ever so slightly, and where the hair maybe exposes the neck, the back of her neck, right underneath the neon lights, you might see Y-F00. A model number, perhaps? Nah, she's a real girl, right?
And Sandman.
A man appears before you that looks like he's more dressed for a luau than the punk streets of wherever the hell we are at. Wearing a green and orange Hawaiian shirt and torn jeans that are far beyond their years. The nicest thing on him are his combat boots that have also been destroyed in the wreckage. All of it shows vacation except for the tactical vest that he wears upon himself that holds various different pockets, and he has a big red cross on his chest, which would be fine if he didn't carry a kind of a hip holster with a standard gun. He has a knife in his other pocket, and slung around his back is a large rifle-looking thing. He's elderly, older at least than the rest of his counterparts. Somewhere in his late 40s, hopefully no farther than his early 50s. Large salt and pepper beard. His hair uh, buzzed short to the sides, but a little bit on the top, also showing years upon it as it's almost gone fully gray, except for a few bits of roots showing youngness in him. His face is wrinkled and heavy, and he smells the smoke at all times. And every time you see him move, it's either a groan or a popping of a knee or an eye roll that can be heard from miles.
So as I said, you've all been working together now for a little while. You have a sort of lame duck handler named Bill who has found a few jobs for you. Each of you has a former career, or you may have a former career. You may have just finished a perfunctory school. And I want to circle back to Risky a little bit. Risky, you're a pretty young dude. You've been up to something though, and you said when people look at you that they see someone who might be going somewhere. You got a little side thing going on. What is that?
Brother, let me tell you about my passion. My passion is music. And I have been lucky enough to surround myself with some amazing musicians, brothers and sisters that have come together to create something beautiful. We call ourselves Neon Cypher. Okay. And yeah, we like to play some of the local gigs in here. I would call us maybe a little bit of a synth pop, electro goth wave kind of vibe. A group of delinquents for sure, but they know how to play. Gives me an opportunity to push the boundaries of what I've been working on with my guitar. And I mean, these are people that I love almost as much as my good friend Waifu. I mean, these are people that I've been with for a while. Vixen, Sid, Shadow, Bits, Klitsch. I mean, they're good peeps. And I gotta say, we got a little bit of a breakthrough track that's been hitting the airwaves. I could hook you up with a chip of it if you're interested, DungeonMisterTy. It's called Plasmic Abyss, and it is fly, to say the least.
I'm always looking for new hits. I love new music. Have to send it over. So when you got downtime, the four of you tend to hang out together. You go to the gigs. You get involved a little bit, whether you want to or not. But it's something to do between jobs. You know, Bill can only be counted on for so much. You can only get hold of him sometimes. You don't hear from him for a long time. And everything that he's giving you to do barely pays anything. You're really barely scraping by, just like 90% of the people in, well, District 4, which is where you hang out most of the time. For those who don't know, San Francisco is divided into 5 districts, 1 being the top, 5 being the bottom. And this group hangs out around the border of 3-4. Partying, staying close to the streets, what's going on. 1 or 2 of you may have witnessed Division 2 level, Division 2, maybe Division 1. If you had a whiff of it, you were lucky. Nobody gets that close. But you get by. The call came in last night. Bill is the eyes and ears of the gang, low-level handler, as I said, that you've contracted to help find work. He took the call. Some dude sent a message that said someone named Chaz Richter wanted to meet you. said he might have work. Show up at the Red Turtle Bar in District 4, 1/4 noon, and ask for Chaz. Show up like a real rat and it won't be any trouble. Show up late, you'll owe Aram, the barkeep, a round of drinks. But that's all you'll get, because if you're late, Chaz won't be there. What do you want to do?
Yo, you think Bill is going to turn us on to something real this time? Snowball.
Well, hopefully, right? I mean, it hasn't always been the most money, but it's some.
The most money, it's been scraps. We haven't made
Sure,
any
but
longs.
grew
I
up
mean,
on scraps. Look, if you're hungry, risky, I have food here. You want a sandwich?
I'm not going to eat your food out of your... It's your sandwich, Snowball. It's your favorite.
Well, well, yes, it is Snowball's
And
favorite, but that's why I share.
Risky,
got-
are you okay? It seems that you're in a bad mood.
It's not a bad mood, waifu. It's look, we've been working for Bill for what, a couple months now, and it's been low level. Carry this briefcase, from point A to point B. It's been like escort this person to this location. I mean,
Well, that allowed me to make new friends.
okay, well, there's
I
always
like
an
the
upside.
escorting.
There's always an upside.
Well, what kind of level are you looking for exactly?
Something where we can make some serious longs.
Doing what?
Whatever it takes, waifu.
Even killing?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if Sandman wasn't here, I might answer differently, but
I mean,
no.
Snowball told me that you can get lots of longs if you kill people. Depending on how many bodies, of course.
Sometimes they pay per body, sometimes, you have to kill the right person. Though. Sometimes if you eliminate the wrong person, then no money at all.
Oh, okay. So it's really important to make sure you have the correct facial recognition before you execute them. Understand?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea not to just kill any random person and try to get money from it.
Well, of course not. As long as it's under the assignment.
If it's in the contract, I mean, it's in the contract.
Yeah, it's part of job, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. By the way, Snowball, I cannot begin to tell you how much I hope you do not eat your pocket sandwich.
What do you mean? It's pocket sandwich. It keeps warm. Would you like some?
Absolutely fucking not.
Are you sure? Like, I find if, like you can see, it's starting to ferment.
Yeah, nope.
Is good.
I would rather
Smell.
shoot myself.
We can smell it. We can smell it, pal.
Good.
Sweet. You know what? Eat it.
No, I will eat later. It's fine.
Oh, sure.
Would you like something else instead? Other sustenance?
Like a non-rotten sandwich?
Yeah.
Milkshake.
Let's
Ooh.
see. Oh, here we go. It's literally probably some type of used to be a cracker, but it's now super moldy. And she's thinking that it's along the same line, so she's offering that to Sandman.
YF00.
There might be like a bug that's crawling on it.
YF00. That is not fit for human consumption.
You can call me waifu. Or Risky
What?
calls me wife.
YF00. That is not fit for human consumption. Please destroy it.
I thought we were friends. We're not friends yet?
No, waifu.
It's been quite some time.
I think you might be misinterpreting Mr. Man's disdain for pocket food with some sort of judgment, which I don't believe that's the case. Mr. Man, right?
Call me Sandman for the love of Christmas.
Mr. Sandman.
Well, every now and again, I notice that he gives me those eyes.
Oh, yeah,
and
I've seen
I'm
it.
not quite sure how to interpret that expression, but it does seem like there's some hostility behind it. So I would like to understand why.
but I think Sandy gives those eyes to all of us. Really.
No. Secondly, no hostility. I just don't want to have to do my job before I have to do my job by trying to figure out how to pump your stomachs while out in the field because you're eating moldy crackers and overripe sandwiches. Look, I know some of y'all don't come from the smartest places, but how about you eat fresh food?
Fresh food is it?
I'll
I'm
count a
not
piece
rich.
of that. Snowball,
Oh, okay.
want my cracker?
There we go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we trade. Oh, like, okay.
Look, Mr. Sandman, if we're going to eat fresh food, as you say, which I'm not opposed to, that means we're going to need some longs, okay? So we need Bill to hook us up with something special, which I'm hoping we're going to get. And I don't know who this Chaz Richter guy is, but I do think we should maybe be there on time because I don't want to
Oh,
buy
yes, what is-
round.
Oh, we
What is-
can't be late.
Yeah, what is time? Not to be late. No.
Exactly. The right time.
Sandman's is simply going to walk away at this point and make his way towards where we're supposed to go meet.
Yes, you've got a couple of options for transportation. You can hail a Lux, flying auto-driven or manually driven vehicle, sort of an Uber. That will get you where you want to. You can also get ground transportation, which is less expensive, which is probably more within your budget. And you can, if you get your call ordered up now, you can get there in time to beat the noon deadline.
Okay. So, we're going to order something? Do you want me to drive?
I mean-
Snowball, very good driver.
Yeah.
You're an excellent driver.
Thank you, wife. Thank you.
We never worry for our safety at any point in time.
You want me to
Any crash you can walk away from is a good start.
You want me to flag a ride?
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up my keytar, which also doubles as my hacking device.
Yes.
And I am going to try, if possible, to hack some mech. I'm gonna use an exploit to hack some mech and get us a ride. Which one? You want that one right there, Snowball, or you want that red one?
Red goes
Red.
faster, I hear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's for
My
you,
favorite color.
wifey. Yeah.
Okay. So you're actually going to try to hack a car.
Yep. A red car, to be fair.
All right. Go ahead and give me your hacking roll.
First roll.
First
Woo!
roll.
We're in it now.
Yep. All right, here we go.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, let's see. I get to add something to that, right?
Yeah,
Hacking skill.
based on tech.
2,
Yes, which you should. I think you have proficiency in that.
3, 5. Yep. So that's going to be a 16.
Oh,
Boy.
you. The rest of you watch it as Risky plays out a little tune, and it sounds fresh. You know, that's an original tune right there. It's probably something that you should add into the rotation on Saturday night or whenever you're out next. Or maybe you could build a song off of that. But right now, the vehicle, just about 20 feet away, lifts a little bit and scooches in your direction. And then the door opens.
After you, waifu.
Thank you. So polite.
I've got an idea for a new song too. It's Little Red Corvette.
Ooh,
Oh, very nice. Like
that's a fantastic name.
We'll never take off. Salmon gets into the back seat.
As you say that, a very rattly, noisy 21st century Corvette rattles on down the road, right? That's not red, but it just seems oddly serendipitous. And well, you get into this nice ride. You just saved yourself about 90 longs for this trip. Give it the instructions to take you to the Red Turtle Bar. And soon you find yourselves arriving in the heart of District 4. At the bar, The dim interior of the bar is nothing you haven't seen before, but word has it that this place is special. A safe zone from corporate cops and a known gang negotiation stop. Right now, though, it's a ghost town. Just a big old guy behind the bar, clean shaven. He wears a 2-white t-shirt, gray newsboy cap, and gray vest. He has a bar towel thrown over one shoulder and an unlit nightstick between his lips. You're virtually the only ones in there as you step in. He just watches you.
Someone.
Yes, Snowball will like walk to the gentleman and just kind of like lean a big arm on the bar. And be like, hello, you are
Hello.
Chaz?
I'm Arab. You looking for Chaz?
Oh yes, Arab, right.
Yeah.
We might owe you drinks. Did we make it on time?
You're on.
Oh, 30 seconds before our time, actually.
Yes.
Ah, good. Okay, no owing drinks. Good.
On time's on time. He points toward a door that goes off behind the bar and then just goes back to straightening up glasses.
Oh, okay.
Is this safe, guys?
Is what safe?
Ah, it's fuck it. It's lucrative.
No, of course it's safe. Snowball is here.
Can
I
waifu
love having
scan?
you around.
Can waifu scan to see if it's safe?
What would you use to scan? What's your scanning ability?
It's basically her perception, but obviously because she's a real girl, she's just really good at taking a look at surroundings and details.
Smart. Yes, let's see. Let me just double check if there is. You can do an investigation. Yeah, do an investigation since this is an active.
I'm distracted. That was a 2.
Mhm.
There is absolutely no threat here. None that you've ever, you know threats.
Absolutely 100% safe.
Based on what you said earlier, Mr. Tad, is this like a known gang hideout?
It's not simply a hideout. It's a neutral territory. The cops leave it alone and people can go here and negotiate, and they know there's like no violence, why do words always disappear when you do this stuff?
Yeah, there's no
No
problem.
double cross. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not gonna be
And-
any trouble. Yeah.
And people respect it. You know this is respected for that.
Cool. As far as shady bars, this is the safest we're probably gonna get.
You been in here before, Sandman? Mr. Sandman, sorry.
Please, just Sandman, for the love of. Anyway, I know about this place.
Right.
I'm convinced.
Yeah, just general rule of thumb. Respect the rules. Don't cause no shit, won't be no shit.
Aaron
Understood.
just goes without looking in your direction.
Right back, same. No change.
So you work your way. I assume, unless you wanted to discuss further, Risky's a bit concerned about this risk.
I mean,
Right?
you understand what's going on here. We've got Snowball. Waifu has got it on lock. We're good, right? We're good.
Of course.
Let's go talk to Chaz.
Yes.
Let's make some money.
In a back room
Good-
behind the
good
bar.
idea.
Yeah. In a back room behind the bar, you see a huge bald dude sitting at a cheap card table and smoking a terrible smelling synthetic cigar. He has a patch over one eye and both arms, obviously synthetic, and aced out and wildly colorful tattoos, some of them blinking with Lumiskin vibrance, rest outstretched on the table. Near either hand rests a chrome-plated 10mm automatic with blonde wood grain grips. He wears a black vest over his torso with no undershirt. His curling chest hairs show gray. He watches you a moment, his hand steady on the table near the guns. He then reaches for the cigar with his right hand and, pulling the smoking stick from between his lips, breaks into a broad grin, revealing upper and lower rows of gold teeth. He laughs a big bass drum and lifts his hands, palm up in welcome. "Sit if you can find a seat, friends. I hear you're looking for work."
Carva, it's nice to meet you.
No, Chaz.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard this was a greeting that whenever you meet a new friend.
What
Right,
is
Oh,
it?
Snowball?
not so much, no friend. No, curva is for very
Curva.
specific circumstance. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
good pronunciation. I like good the way you roll the R. Nice.
Thank you so much. I've been
You're-
practicing.
Your language skills are advancing very quickly.
Oh, it's all thanks to your help, of course.
That
She
all
takes a
three of
seat.
you- Sammy just looks at all three of you. Hi. Is this one of those one-way in, one-way out rooms? Because Salmon would definitely immediately start looking for exits and safety as soon
This
as
is
he
a-
enters in this.
Very cramped storage closet. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Alright.
barely got room for this guy sitting there, and then there's there's boxes of glasses and things stacked up around him, and like wire, the metal and wire tray, shelving, and yeah, but he looks like the centerpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sandman's just gonna-
60% of the free space is just Snowball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's sitting, Snowball. He might be nearly as broad as you, but you don't know how tall he is.
What are the seating arrangements, by the way?
There
in his
is
space.
there's room for there are two fold-out chairs across from him by the card table and the doorway with no chair.
Sandman's just gonna stay by the doorway and just lean against it.
She's gonna sit in the closest one next to him.
Risky will definitely take a seat next to waifu.
Snowball's just filling the gap, and Sandman's looking
Yep.
around him maybe.
I think Snowball's trying to make sure that everyone can kind of see, but has probably found himself kind of wedged and stuck. Like one elbow's on a shelf, and he's trying to arrange. Like, can you see Cindy? Can you see Cindy?
Sandman just passed Snowball on the back. It's okay. I don't need to see to hear the man. All right, we're here. What you got?
He says, everything in this town is data, one form or another, information. I think we can agree. In this case, the information in question is held by a local gang, Yakuza. You know about these people? Japanese, organized crime. They've got a chip that has something my people are interested in. They're selling, so all you have to do is buy. Can you do that?
Does it include the funds to purchase said chip?
You are right on top of this. Is good. Bill, that's his name, right? Bill?
We think so.
Yeah. I want you to go talk to Ketsuike Kaze. He's a limo driver here in the district. And he slides forward a digital business card with Kaze's car and the contact information on it. You don't have to ask for him by name. He's a one-man show. Order a ride today. Doesn't matter where. Talk to him. He's former Yakuza. He knows how to get you in. And then he slides a red credit chip across the table. Offer him this, 100,000 won long. If he still refuses, then it's your job to convince him. If you can't, you don't get paid. He slides another credit chip, this one blue, across the table. This one is preset with the asking price of the Yakuza. They can scan it to verify, but he holds up a finger. It can only be scanned once, just in case you're thinking about a double cross. Deliver this in exchange for the data, and you'll get 500,000 won for the job.
Woo!
And he grins
Okay.
wide, and opens his arms. Easy money.
I like this relationship already. Sir, Mr. Chaz, I think I speak on behalf of my friends here when I say we'll take the job.
Brings a cigar back.
I'm gonna do something other than ask no questions. If
Oh,
the
good
job
idea.
is as simple as walking in, taking a car, and buying something, what ain't you telling us?
You look like you've been around the block a little bit, old man.
Seen a thing or two.
You heard me say Yakuza, right?
I heard you say business, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That right there is enough risk. Pay you the money that needs for this transaction to go down, but we want the material. You know what I'm saying? We want the data. Data's money. You take the risk, you make the trip, you fly, I buy.
What is this data exactly?
It doesn't matter. Your interest is 500,000 and a safe retrieval of the data and getting it back here to Aram, right?
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah, we don't worry about what's the data. It's all data. Your data, I'm data. 500,000's data,
Oh, I'm
100,000's
waifu.
data.
I'm not data.
Zeros and ones. Zeros and ones. We get it.
Zeros and ones.
A lot of zeros from my perspective here. So
Yeah. Yeah. The green-haired guy gets it. Everybody else, you getting it? Is it coming through?
Oh yes.
I think
Yes,
so.
yes.
Yeah.
By my calculations, that's 125 grand each. I can't see how it's a wrong deal for you. It's a simple job. Your boy Bill seemed to me like that's all he knows how to arrange. So just a little touch and go with the Yakuza. They're honorable people.
how well do you know Bill?
I'm surprised I got his name right.
Right.
How well do
Okay.
you know Bill?
Noble is often surprised I get the name right too.
Not well.
Well,
But he
did
got
this
us
for
here.
you.
Yeah, he got us this
Yes.
far. Risky's going to reach his hand onto the table very cautiously as he's keeping eye contact with this big man and is going to grab the chips. And then he's going to take them over his shoulder and hand them to Mr. Stanman.
Puts into his vest. Red
Don't-
goes to contact.
Red
blue
goes to.
Yakuza.
There
Don't
you
scan
go.
it.
No questions.
You got it.
All right.
Find Kaze. Tell him what you're looking for. Stamps out the cigar. Man, this thing smells like crap.
Mm-hmm. The thing will kill you.
It's synthetic.
Yeah.
Any questions for me beyond the obvious?
Do you know a good place to get fresh sandwich for sending?
Oh, yes. That's a good question.
City's full of these places.
Oh.
Ask Aram. Aram will tell you there's something nearby, I'm sure.
One last question, Mr. Chaz. I think we can all assume that this job is going to go very smoothly. There will be no hitches whatsoever.
Nope.
Deals will be made, transactions will be had.
Yeah.
Ones and zeros will be delivered to those who need to acquire them. Does this potentially lead, now I'm just kind of spitballing here, but does this potentially lead to, I don't know, maybe like some additional work?
I really like you. I really do. You're asking the right questions. Yes. You pull this off, you're going to know the name of Chaz Richter. I'll tell you what, you don't know my name right now. You find out. You ask. I'll tell you. You do Chaz Richter a good job, Chaz Richter will find you again. You do me a bad job, I'll find you anyway.
Understood.
Hey, if it means anything to you, you're at the Red Turtle. You know, we do things on the up and up in the Red Turtle. Aram won't have it any other way.
The Red Turtle. Huh. Look at us now. This is the beginning of a beautiful relationship, Mr. Chaz.
New friend. As a gift, please accept this. And she gives a button with the neon cipher logo that she had printed up from one of the prior gigs and hands it to her new friend, Chaz.
He looks at it sideways a little bit, which is a big forefinger and thumb over, and takes it by the pin. What's this?
You ever heard of us?
They're the best group ever.
Well,
Have you heard of
Very good.
Plasmic Abyss? It's
Oof.
gonna be sweeping the city, taking the city by storm. Actually,
Wait a minute, you're a Plasmic Abyss?
well, I
that's
mean,
you?
there's a group of us, but yes, we wrote Plasmic Abyss. and we're
Risky's
pretty-
the best.
He puts the pin on you. All right. Okay, I'm not saying we're friends. You're going to use that word friend a little bit lightly, but
We're not friends.
Close. We're close. We're getting there.
call us associates.
Ooh, that's pretty good, waifu. Close associates is like one step below friends.
Oh, understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got the firepower there in the big man. Got the experience there in the old man. And you got talent.
And waifu.
Yeah.
I was kind of lumping it together, but yeah. Yeah,
Well-
all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chaz Richter feels good about this.
Close associate.
The Chaz is great.
Chaz. I like that. Hey,
So-
Aram. Yeah. I'm the Chaz. Oh, here's a clink of glasses.
Sandman is simply going to slip out of the room. Just rub his
Back in the bar.
temples. Yeah, back in the bar. And can I get a please, for the love of Christmas, I need a shot. Please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Top
Well,
shelf?
No, hit the floor. If it's actually fucking take what you put in the mop, put that in the cup. Just give it to me.
I got vodka. You want vodka? You want whiskey? You want
That's
something
exactly
else?
what I said. Give me some vodka. Vodka,
Vodka,
shot.
vodka, right.
Give me
Clink,
some
he throws down a
red
shot
duck.
glass,
Got any
fills it
red
up.
duck vodka? Yeah.
I got red. Yeah, I got red duck. This is red turtle. I got all the red labels around here.
Yeah, let me get that.
So Sandman has slipped over to the bar. What are the
Yep.
rest of you doing?
well,
Yeah,
Mr.
Snowball
Chaz,
can't move until everyone else gets out, basically.
Yep.
So.
I think we're all set here, and we'll see you when the job's done.
The Sierra.
We'll see Aram when the job's done. But maybe we can chat music, or close associates can discuss things. We'll cross that bridge.
You never know who might show up to a show.
You'll get
All
butt
right.
pro. Next gig.
I appreciate that.
Thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it. Risky will get up.
Don't let me down.
Bye, the Chaz. She
Bye, the
slips through
waifu.
because she's small, so she kind of like doesn't have to wiggle because she's small enough to kind of slip through the little like armhole that Snowball has currently.
Waifu clutch move with the pin. I mean, that was genius.
Oh, not as genius as anything that you do. You're so smart, so intelligent.
I beg to differ. I mean, you were reading the social cues perfectly. Like, that was the moment to do. What do they call that, Snowball? When you like reach across the. I don't know. You reach out with. It's a branch.
You grab someone.
No. It's not the choking thing.
Choking.
It's
Oh,
it's the
Oh,
friendlier.
I think I heard something about this. The pineapple branch. Yes.
That's it. Well done.
Oh,
So happy.
Thank you so much. I've tried to pick up on different things. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong when it comes to Sandman, though.
Well, I mean, look at him as we all kind of look over at the bar, and
Yeah.
Bam!
Oh, maybe if I also too have the round liquid or whatever that is that he's drinking, then maybe we become friends.
give it a try.
Snowball, what do you think?
Yes. Yes. Sharing food, sharing drink. Great way to make friends. Yeah. Snowball.
What is it?
agreed.
Shots. 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 Shots.
Shots.
Shots.
What? We are shooting?
No, not the bullet.
No, it's the term for whatever Sandman is doing. I learned that when we were at the bar
that
last
one.
time.
Okay. Snowball understand. Okay.
Did you
Shots.
take another one?
Yeah.
How many? That's two? Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Shots, please.
All of you?
Mm-hmm. And one
Yeah.
more for Sandman.
YF00, what are you doing?
It's waifu. I'm
Mine's
getting
up.
shots with you.
3 more. And
She's-
a third for Sandman.
Mr. Sandman, she's reaching out with the pineapple branch.
Wait, what now?
It's the whole pineapple thing.
Waifu has put pineapple on branch. Try to hit you with.
No, it's not bludgeoning them.
Oh.
Snowball. But
to
it's
make
close.
friends.
Yeah.
Olive. Goddamn olive.
Olive.
And I guess I'll have an olive too then.
Have olives here. Good.
Yeah.
Olive
One
branch
olive.
then.
All right.
I'm
All right.
confused. Were you asking for an olive greenie?
No, stop. You stop.
Yes.
He points to the bartender. You stop. All of you stop. Has any of you ever dealt with the Yakuza before?
Oh,
Actually,
well,
Have we? Dungeon, mister?
I think Sandman knows very well, and Snowball may have a good idea. The other two of you, no idea really.
Are you going to make me roll for as much as I can recall? Or
Why don't we get rolls from both you and Snowball, and then we will go from there. From a base level up to... pretty excellent.
21?
21 with Streetwise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know the Yakuza. What'd
yeah,
you get, Snowball?
Snowball got a 10. With Streetwise, that's a -1, so it's a 9.
You know the name, of course, but
Yes.
the only Yakuza interaction that you experienced in your former career was very tangential. It was like maybe some high-ranking leader had a meeting with someone that you were working for, but you weren't privy to what that was about. It wasn't part of your job. So that's as close as you got. Sandman, I mean, you know still where their hotspots are in town, you know, where
Yeah.
you probably even maybe know contacts on the inside still possibly.
All right. The Yakuza. They're not your average everyday gang or even mafia. When it comes to business, they are businessmen. They care about respect. They care about honor. Don't lie to them. Don't tell them when you need to. Do your job, say as little as possible, be respectful, and leave. If you can do those things, you might leave with all your appendages intact. Okay? So, pretend we're talking to District 2, or maybe even District 1. Be on your best behavior. I don't want to hear shit about no goddamn pineapples. I don't want to hear shit about no branch. Be respectful and do the job.
Only olive branches. Understood.
Honestly, Mr. Sandman, I know
Just back to the last one.
you sound concerned, but I think that we're ready for this. Like we've been putting in the work. You know, Bill has had us doing these penny ante jobs, but we've done them well. Like I think we're ready for this.
I believe in our ability to do this because all we have to do is call that number, give him this coin, go to the place, give him that coin, and take the data back. That's all we gotta do.
Yep.
Very simple.
Very simple. Okay. I would like to make sure that all of your insides stay there. So let's just keep 100, okay? Okay.
And we're gonna make so much money, guys. Just throwing that out there. All right. A lot of money.
2 points of order. I want Sandman and Waifu to give me Constitution saves.
Oh, wow.
What are they
okay.
called? They're called. They're not called Constitution. They are called
Fortitude.
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 Which I have no bonus to. So let's go.
Hey.
Let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Shit. 8?
And that's 18.
Oh, okay. And Sandman.
8?
Oh, you got it. Okay. So, Waifu, you this is a funny sensation. It's like temperature where you aren't used to feeling any temperature sensation. And then there is a sensation. You think that people call it love or admiration, sort of welling up in you, independent of your mind. But other than that, that's your first experience with vodka. Sandman, your 3 shots in 5 minutes is it's starting to you're you know how to do this stuff. You're at the line.
Yeah.
You're at the line for an awkward afternoon meeting with Kutsi Kaze.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready now. Cool. Good job. Proud of you. All right.
Risky.
Who has the number?
Risky, have you ever been in love?
I mean, yeah.
Snowball, have you?
Snowball loves Mama. Yes, and
Mama.
Jiri, Yelena, siblings. Yes, love. Yes.
So what does it feel like exactly?
Snowball thinks love is like the pressure to always be good, be good boy. Yeah.
Be good boy.
Make
Okay.
make family proud. That's
I mean, that sounds like love,
What
but
does it feel like?
it's like there's sort of this I don't know, this urge, this passionate confusion. You want to just be with this person every waking moment. You want to do things for them. You want to talk about like really deep stuff that you normally don't talk about because you're too busy writing songs that are, yeah, there's some of them are deep, but we just kind of like to stay in that superficial area that people can really relate to. But aside from that, like love, well, it feels really good.
Aram leans on the bar and looks the 4 of you over. Love is it's a mix of intellectual and emotional response to admiration and affection. It's kind of like what Greenie says, but it gets really expensive down the line, like
Expensive.
financially, emotionally. Yeah. And then you have the opposite.
How does it make you feel inside?
Great. I remember it makes you feel great.
For a while.
A little while.
It doesn't always end. The love doesn't always last, at least in the same sort of I don't know, form. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes it ends.
Oh. One more shot, please.
Oh,
Where's your shot? Anyone else?
no. Well, waifu could have mine.
Okay. And then she just doubles both of them because she's trying to analyze based on what they said if that's the feeling that she gets again, but now having the two.
Perfect. Give me a fortitude roll at disadvantage, please.
Oh no.
You did double fist
Yeah.
shots.
6.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Hey, oh, this is going
You sit there
great.
for just a minute, and everybody's kind of wrapping up the chat, figuring out what they're going to do next, and this flush sensation, like that warm sensation of it when you drink it down, comes back up throughout your form, and the temperature goes up in here, and every one of your companions becomes whatever level of appreciation. It's appreciation. That's the only word you have for it. But there's this other sensation too that you don't recognize, and you recognize it most with Risky, but at every level it goes up a notch with everybody that's around you, and you start feeling kind of silly in a carefree kind of way, silly in a if this is what it means to be a human, you're here for it kind of way, all day long.
She puts her hands around Risky's face.
Oh.
Is this what love is? It's fantastic.
He just
And then
kind of
she
leans
just, like,
forward
gets,
slightly.
it's the sides
Yeah.
of his face like this.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I think you're getting it.
I definitely am getting something.
Yeah,
It's
me
kind
too.
of tingly, but also too very warm. It makes me want to do things. I don't know what exactly, but it's there.
Irma's like, y'all gonna drink this afternoon, or you don't want to be late on any front with regard to Chaz. And it's fine with me. I'll keep racking them up for you if you want. It's gonna start getting busy in here though, I'll tell you that too.
You don't.
Oh
wanna
yes,
see,
we have job to do.
Oh, you don't want to see this awkward moment between those two just play out in front of your bar.
It's too early.
Okay, fair.
What is this pal? Oh, Snowball. Your face.
This is my face.
Ah. She pokes her nose.
Oh
Friend.
yes.
Yep, there it is, says Aram. Anyway, that's 560 longs, please.
Yeah, about that. Oh, I got it. I'll pull out. I'll pay the tab. I got this. I'm really having a great time, you guys. But we are on the clock.
Yeah. Who has the card?
Well, the card?
I believe you have everything.
You do,
We
Mr.
both
Stanman.
Did you lose it?
No.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Give me a second. Pulls it up. Got it.
That was a close one.
Yeah. Give me a second. It just Zero rubs his eyes and gladly walks away from everything to find a cheap corner to use his phone.
So you can use your HUD.
Yep.
And just Neuralink it. Do you want to call voice call, or do you want to text?
I'll voice call, so
Okay.
there's less of an easier trace.
Okay. So you ring up the number there, and almost immediately his voice says, Kazi's car?
Hey, I got a group of 4 trying to go to Burger King. What you got?
Burger King. Where you headed?
I'm sorry. actually trying to get to a ramen shop.
Ramen shop. Okay, where you at? Send me your coordinates where you're at. I'll come pick you up.
Red Turtle.
Oh. All right. Be right there. Disconnects the call. And yeah. So you're all finishing up whatever it is you're doing at the bar, waiting for the car to arrive.
Waifu's probably like cuddled up to Risky in like a very like it's like too close. Like it's like she's just like kind of just like canoodling because she's trying to figure out what she's feeling. It's just she's like super happy while they're all doing whatever they're doing.
Risky's just gonna kind of like give her a little nudge, like, have you ever drank vodka before? It seems like you really like it.
It may be what love feels like.
Possibly. Oh,
Yeah. Snowball is like seated beside them, focused on like a piece of paper as he like folds it, and yeah, when Sandman comes back, he's like, "Oh, okay," and like puts a little like an origami giraffe on the.
Oh yes, that's amazing.
Okay.
Sammy just walks back, sees the giraffe, sees those two kind of cuddling, and car's on its way.
all right.
Okay.
Salmon, you've got a little square in your lower right HUD, and it shows a red dot of the car as in the streets, and it's not moving real fast, but it is gradually moving its way over the next. It takes about 20 minutes before someone opens up the door. Actually, a few people come in besides that. Obviously, they don't look like drivers. They don't look for anybody. They just come in chatting. They go up to the bar. They start ordering. Aram starts serving, and about the 20-minute mark, when you see that dot arrive outside the Red Turtle, it pings you that the car has arrived.
All right, let's go.
The other pointer of business I wanted to give everyone inspiration for the work
Hey.
you've done already. So you've already earned it.
Hey.
Thank you.
Why do I feel like we're gonna need it?
Probably gonna need it.
Yes.
But then the experience.
The answer is yes.
Those are the choices that you make.
It's going swell.
As we're walking out, Ty, Risky will just sort of like kind of put his arm around Waifu, just sort of like in a very friendly way, and just kind of just point at the giraffe and just say, "You see that, Waifu? That
Yes.
that little paper giraffe? That's love."
That's love.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm
We
pretty
shouldn't
sure it
leave
is.
Then it's too precious.
Sometimes you.
Goddamn giraffe.
Well, I mean, I'm talking in like metaphors, Mr. Sandman. But yes, it is a giraffe. You're absolutely right. But it's love.
So we should leave it.
Sometimes spreading a little bit of love in this crazy fucked up world is the right thing to do.
Snowball always gives lots of love. Then makes lots of those things all over the city. Makes lots of love. Wow. He's very good at it too.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Get in the car.
I love how Snowball's like, there's no confirming or denying.
The straight man.
Like, I don't even think Snowball was aware of that conversation. Like, I think, as you were having that conversation, Snowball's probably, if more patrons are coming in, Snowball's probably interested in, like, who they are and what they're doing and kind of looking around.
There are some interesting characters that come in. A lot of punked out people, a big variety of fashion, mostly in pairs or threes, and it seems like it's like the early crowd. There is one group that seems to huddle off in a corner and is leaned over and talking in real hushed tones. And you know enough about planning and discussion and things on the lowdown to know that they're probably up to something interesting, but definitely.
Yeah, and I think because of Snowball's previous line of work as well, now that a lot of unknowns and general public are kind of coming in, he's probably keeping an eye on the group and starting to just just be the unwilling bouncer a little bit.
Okay. In security mode, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just watching.
All right. Well, finally, Sandman hustles everyone out the front, and outside there is a like old 21st century black limo, gas guzzler, streetcar, and the doors open to the back, and standing outside there is a let's see, here we go. The chauffeur's cap tilted back and oblong shades over his eyes. You see the driver motion for the entrance to the passenger area, and hustles you in, and then looks both ways across the street, gets back around to the driver's side, gets in. He's parked in the lane, double parked right there, and starts easing back into traffic. And traffic is slow going. The overheads are moving much faster than the ground cars. Probably the lunch crowd and just the inner city. But as Kaze eases into the traffic, he says, "Okay, for real, where are we going?"
We need to meet up with. We're going to meet up with the Yakuza boss.
Hold on. So he moves over into the other lane, works his way through traffic, heads down to Pier 39, parks on the pier, and then kind of turns back to face you and says, "All right, who's sending you to talk to the Yakuza? Why did they send you to me?"
Oh, we have chip for you.
Oh.
Offers the red chip.
He takes it, puts it in a scanner, locks it in, locks it away. Chaz Richter. "Okay, so you want to talk to the Yakuza? I can make that happen. I'm going to need a little bit of time. If you all want to just hang out down here by the pier for a little bit, give me some time. Let me set up the meeting. I'll let you know as soon as it's ready. Figure it out from there."
Seems reasonable.
Sandman's going to take a quick note of as much detail about the limo we're in, license plate, model number, all that stuff, name, facial features of Kaze, just in case he decides to screw us.
Okay. Yeah, Kaze's about 5'6", thin, slight build. The license plate is K Kaze. And he doesn't drive away when you get out of the car. If you've never been to Pier 39, this is the sort of touristy area of San Francisco. Now, the pier itself, like the ocean and all that, the seawall is out blocking off all that water. So it's just old dry seabed here. Some of the old shops, they've been refurbished. The Wax Museum, the Ripley's Believe It or Not, those kinds of things. Is there anything at all that anyone wants to try and get while you're down here, from tools and equipment, weapons, contraband, or general gear, food, anything you're looking for? Of course,
Snowball's definitely going to try and find a sandwich for Sandman.
Nice. All right.
Yep.
So you start moving towards.
Snowball will go get sandwich for Sandy. Anyone else want anything?
I mean, if there's ice cream,
Yes. Good.
Is waifu still awake?
I hope so. Do I need to also roll to make sure that I did not pass out?
Why don't we have you roll a standard roll to make sure you didn't just drift away?
Okay. Just deactivation
Poor
mode.
young robot person. No, real
Okay.
girl.
15?
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're still awake. You're feeling
Okay.
okay.
maybe 2 ice creams, Snowball.
Do you need
Okay.
help?
2 ice cream.
That's a lot to bring back.
Oh, sure. Snowball only has 2 heads, so okay.
All right. So Snowball and waifu go to get food. Risky
Just
and Sandman.
yeah, just somewhere nearby.
Yeah. There's street vendors and like the trailers that don't actually ever go anywhere that just have the options. And a lunch crowd, so there's lots of people milling around and things like that. It's not raining, thank goodness, right now. It's kind of hazy and typical dreary day. But so you two head off there. So as pairs, is there anything either of you want to discuss while you have the opportunity with the person that you're paired up with? Otherwise,
Yes. Risky is going to take out the guitar while they're waiting, and he's working on this red Corvette riff that's playing around inside of his head, and he just kind of looks over at Sandman and Mr. Sandman, just out of curiosity, how dangerous is the Yakuza? I mean, I'm not worried about us, but like this information, like what's their thing? What are they into?
Way the before times, the Yakuza. The Yakuza is the perfect blend between elegance and barbaric. If everything's on the up and up, they're nothing but businessmen. One of the few gangs to operate completely open in public, known to the police and things, because they would just openly admit who they are. But if you cross them, you lose a limb, and that's if you're lucky. Sometimes they'll brutalize you and then brutalize someone you know.
Damn.
Think whatever you saw in the Mafia movie and make it more strategic.
Well, I'm feeling good about this job. Don't get me wrong, but if anything goes down, just know, Mr. Sandman, that I got your back.
I know you do, Risky. And as much as y'all give me headaches, I got your back too. But y'all just gotta use your head when you're in there. Pretend you're back at home or something. Just, I'd rather not have to call home for any of y'all. Had to do that too many times.
I can almost, I was going to say that I can guarantee that won't happen, but I'm going to go ahead and just couch my response to say I can almost guarantee, Mr. Sandman, that is not going to happen. We're professionals and we need this. Okay. I need this between you and me. Like this is very important to me. So I will be on my best behavior. I know you guys and others call me risky. I get it. I've done some things that were ill-advised. Not this time. This is different. This is different.
You know what, Risky? I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to shock me, and I'm gonna believe you.
Thank you, Mr. Sandman. That means a lot coming from you.
Thank you.
Really does.
Now, that song you're working on,
You like it?
it sounds a little bit like a real vintage classic about
You like it. I knew you'd like it.
And it's better than some of your current stuff. I like
Well,
Paris Tower 85 and Norwegian House Mafia. Those are my things, but those are more classics than
yeah.
what's happening nowadays.
Well, you have good taste in music, Mr. Sandman. There's no question about it.
Appreciate it, Risky. You guys will find your, well, you appease to the ears of the young, I'll say.
Indeed. Plasmic Abyss, baby. Ooh. All right. All right. Look, I'm just going to, you don't have anything to worry about. That was my point, is like, you and I are on the same, we're on the same level. Okay.
God, I hope so.
I'm going to give you, I can't give you more inspiration, but the one that you have right now is gold plated for those band names. That's, it's shiny. It doesn't do anything for you, but it's nice and shiny.
I wrote it down. It's
So
too
good.
I have a gold-plated inspiration.
Nice.
Meanwhile, Snowball and Waifu, you head over and you're just standing in line. Snowball's like hulking over everyone. There's mostly, there's like there's a couple of Wesleys in front of you. Actually, Wesleys are addicts. They're just like, what are you gonna get, man? I'm like, I don't know. Every time I have this hangover, it's like I gotta have the burger, and they're just barely holding their Wesley selves together. But anyway, so you two are waiting your turn in line, and I don't know if anyone has anything to exchange there. I will tell you what it costs for your victuals.
Waifu, do you think we should get a Sandman big sandwich so he can save for later?
That's a great idea. In case he gets hungry again. But then, is it not as fresh if he holds on to it?
He does not seem to enjoy pocket sandwich, so maybe small.
Maybe small one.
As you look at the prices there, and the ice creams are 20 longs each, and the sandwiches, you've got a couple of options. You can just get like synth beef and bell pepper for 80. There's a roasted synth duck for 100. There's a deep fried tofu for 120. There's a
What's the most expensive one?
There's a prime synth rib that is 500.
Waifu is going to pay for the prime for Sandman.
Do you have 5?
I do.
Okay.
Snowball will get ice creams.
Okay.
Deal. And then like Waifu puts out her hand.
Okay.
We have to
So
shake
that-
on deals.
Yes. Yes.
So that's
very
40.
very important. Snowball does not know much about Yakuza, but Snowball remembers that we must be very respectful.
What do you suggest? What's the best way to be the most respectful in their presence?
Snowball doesn't, not too sure. Mostly Snowball was just told to shut up, so...
Oh, well, that's not very nice. I feel you're
No,
always
it's-
very
it's
nice.
fine.
I mean, you're not nice if they deserve to have a talking to, but otherwise, you're always very polite.
What? Snowball is polite to friends, yes.
So
But-
do we think that they won't be like friends?
Not sure. They seem very important, though.
That's true. Sandman seemed very serious about it.
More serious than usual.
That's true. Even more serious than how serious he is about sandwiches.
Well, sandwich is serious business. Understand.
Mm-hmm. So that means Yakuza is very, very, very serious.
Yeah. Maybe we should buy sandwich for Yakuza.
Oh, do you think that they would like the patches? Like the one that you have on your jacket for Neon Cipher?
Oh.
The really good ones.
Yeah, I do. I like this. My favorite. It's Neon Cipher, best badge that Snowball have. Yeah.
Okay, so we need
So
a
sandwich
okay,
and
sandwich.
and badges.
Okay.
Good. That is wow. You got very expensive sandwich.
Oh, well, I mean, I believe that because Sandman takes his sandwiches seriously, he would want a serious sandwich. This
It's
seemed very
great.
serious.
It's great call. Very clever. Nice. Nice.
The ingredients seem
Expensive.
serious.
Very serious. Serious ingredients.
Hmm.
Very serious sandwich.
How much did the Wesleys? How much did they what did they order? Are they waiting
They-
for their order? Did they pay for
They
it?
ordered 20 longs worth of food. They got like-
Waifu will also pay for theirs.
Oh, Hey.
Ah.
what do you want, man?
I'm just trying to treat you to your meal. On me, of course.
Their faces quivering. They
And she
They
has
look
this
at each-
giant dude behind her as well.
they look at you and they're like, we're not looking for any trouble.
Why would there
Oh,
be
no
trouble?
trouble. Oh.
Why would you buy us food?
To make friends.
Can I get that sandwich too?
Which sandwich?
The duck.
And then she goes into her bag.
The duck was 100.
The duck was 100. Yes.
100. I can get the duck. I can get the duck and the ice creams. That's about it.
All right. So you deduct
One
the one.
peppermint
For
chocolate
5
chip
minutes.
ice cream. What are the flavors for the ice cream? The other flavors?
Hundreds of dollars.
There's vanilla chocolate, peppermint chocolate chip, regular chocolate chip, Stony Road, and like a sherbet, like a raspberry.
What is Stony? Is it Stony like
It's
Rocky
like a-
Road?
Yeah,
It's like a road that's pretty rocky.
but
It's
the
pretty
ice
rocky.
cream
It's
is like
bumpy.
gray.
A bumpy road. I think
Like
Waifu will go for
gray?
Stony. Yeah, Waifu's gonna go for Stony Road because it seems interesting.
Right on. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So that's 140 for Snowball and 500
Uh-huh.
for Waifu. Oh, did you want to get a sandwich for the Yakuza as well?
Oh yes.
Oh. Sandwich for the Yakuza.
But what's the second best?
Probably the synth and beef bell pepper for 80.
80. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. So that's
What is
220,
happening?
220 for Snowball and 500 for Waifu. You get your food. The Wesleys like sort of grittily grab it when you hand it to them, and then one of them looks around and tries to slip a little packet of some sort of substance between their two fingers to Snowball.
Yes. Snowball takes it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then they just disappear with the food.
Goodbye,
With their
friends.
One hand goes up in the crowd, and then they're gone.
I think we should
Um,
get back.
As you're
yeah.
hauling back, you're hauling back to the limo. Meanwhile, Sandman, a text comes in from Kaze saying, 3 o'clock, I'll take you to your meeting. Hang out till then. Kaze.
Up emoji.
You bring back the food. You all enjoy what's there.
Oh, my
What
favorite.
What did you do?
What? Look, nice sandwich.
It's
Very serious sandwich.
very serious sandwich.
Say
This might be
thank
the
you.
best sandwich you've ever had, Risky.
I'm eyeing up that peppermint chocolate chip ice cream.
And
And,
Waifu hands it, like asks Snowball
You
for it.
remembered. It's my favorite.
Of
Oh,
course
yeah.
I remember. I remember everything about you.
Thank you, waifu.
That's not terrifying.
You're
Sandman
welcome.
will take the sandwich for him. I feel as if there was a communication error, but I'm going to say thank you.
You're very welcome, friend.
That's a big
What-
step.
How much? You know what? Never mind.
It was a serious price.
I bet it was.
It looks pretty high quality.
Shittiest sandwich. Yeah.
Not
Oh,
bad
we
for
have
the
a
pure.
serious sandwich for the Yakuza boss as well.
That might be the one the Sandman's holding.
You bought this
No,
for
we-
the Yakuza?
like- Sandman got the serious sandwich. We like the Yakuza gets the like synth beef and bell pepper.
Did you buy one for Sandman? Not to split longs, but
No, it was Sandman got the serious one,
The
Oh,
and
steak
then
one,
they
right.
got the Yakuza boss got
Or
the
the duck.
serious,
okay.
which is
No,
just
they get
the
they get this. They got the synth beef.
Synth beef. Yeah.
semi
Obviously, got a
serious.
better sandwich than the Yakuza.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so you eat your sandwiches as the hour starts to come closer. You head back, meet up with Kaze, gets you in the car, and starts driving you again into the city. And you know what? I think this is where we will take our break.
All
as
right.
we
Ah.
get on our way to the Yakuza.
Fantastic. You guys, this is going awesome. This is super fun. Yes. We are
Spending all of our
foodies.
longs on
Yeah.
food.
Well,
No
hey,
big
we're about to
deal.
make some big money. We're about to make some really big money. So we can splurge a little bit. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah. Thank you to everyone who's been hanging out in the chat, getting goofy with us. We really appreciate the resubscriptions and all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging out. We really appreciate you. Stick around. We will be back in just a couple of short minutes. We're going to take a quick bio break, and then we'll be back with more of the Freelancers. See you shortly.
All right, everyone, welcome back. So Ketsuiki says the meeting's going to happen in District 5. And going to District 5, even though you live in District 4, it just adds that little bit extra bit of foreboding, because nobody really wants to go to District 5 if they don't have to be in District 5. But it makes sense that if you're going to go have some sort of a meet and greet with the underbelly, that's as likely a place to go. So Kaze eases the car into traffic and starts working his way across District 4 to the west corner of District 5. And you can almost tell when you cross that line, because everything that's run down and shambly about District 4 is just worse in District 5. It's more graffitied, it's more torn down. There are people, when you see people in the streets, they're slumped over on the sidewalk or wandering around sort of zombified, or there are scuffles in alleys, and any car that's parked on the side of the street's already all graffitied up. The windows are bashed out, the tires are gone, the whole, like, it's really a mess. The streets are littered. Kaze has to ease the car over broken chunks of who knows what in the road and around derelict cars, and then you just feel like everybody's watching the limo pass through, even though it's an old limo and it's a ground car. It still attracts attention here more than anywhere else. At the same time, people don't want to overstep their own bounds, even if they're criminally minded, because they don't know who's on the other side of that windshield. They don't know who's in that car. Stuff goes down over here, and everybody's trying to survive, so they stick to themselves. And until you get too close, then you might come face to face with some punk or a thug, or some gang or gang leader, maybe a gang lieutenant, or some street rats or somebody like that. Kaze seems to know where he's going. And eventually, he parks the limo against the steep curb and kills the engine. Follow me, he says. Gets out and leads you on foot up the sharp-angled sidewalks of the steepest hills in San Francisco. The street is oddly quiet in this neighborhood, almost as if no one wants to disturb the residents. On other streets, in the different sections, you can hear the sirens and traffic. The rumble of dozens of old combustion motorcycles shreds the solitude from half a mile off. But here, nothing moves. Katsuiki heads for a darkened doorway, stopping short as, just beyond the sidewalk approaching the door, you see a body slumped awkwardly in the opening. A dim red light emanates from beyond the parted door, where you see a narrow staircase leading up. Fresh blood still runs in rivulets down the exterior of the doorway. And Kaze goes, "I'm going back to the car. I'll wait for you there." He feet it back down the steep street. And you're there, and there is a body slumped over in a suit with a handgun in its hand, riddled with bullets, and the blood is still running down. Actually, it's not riddled with bullets, it's slashed to bits.
So, like I said, on your best behavior.
Yeah. I hear you loud and clear, Mr. Sandman. Loud and clear.
Should I ask for the definition of good behavior in this setting?
Say it again, I missed it.
How would you describe good behavior in this setting with the Yakuzas?
Speak only when spoken to. Speak only with respect at all times. Don't comment things that don't need to be commented on.
And no olive branch.
No.
I mean, we do have the sandwich, though. We have a gift. We come bearing
What
gift.
about the sandwich? Yes.
Do we have any pins left? Neon Cipher pins left? We've got some gifts,
better
right?
yet, we have the patches. Those are even better quality. Mm-hmm.
There's nothing better than offering a gift when you meet someone new. Is that right? Snowball, right? Back me up here.
Obviously, it's good to present gift, show respect. But Snowball does not have as much experience with this as Sandy does, so we'll defer to Sandy.
Agreed.
Do you agree?
Absolutely not. I
No?
want to give them as little information about us as possible.
Oh.
Once they know who we are, and once they know who you are, they will find you and continue to use you.
So no patch. We change of plan,
patch.
no patch.
Okay, no patch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about the
Mhm.
sandwich?
Back pocket.
Sandwich?
I will keep sandwich just in case. But
Okay.
Just in case.
okay, but Sandy, you give Snowball Q for sandwich, and it's ready.
I got you. I promise I'll tell you. Ty.
Yes.
The body that is hanging over. Is there a way I can get into position to see who this is, to see if I may recognize this person or get any type of details about who this could possibly be?
Yeah. First of all, the body's only about 25 feet up the sidewalk, literally at the entrance to the apartment. There's nobody else around that you can see. So you can get more or less as close as you want. Are you looking to just sort of skirt around and try to get an angle, or you want to go up and do a full proper
I'll do a safe, quick analysis, reach into his jacket and pull out a glove so he has like his right hand is protected, and he'll just safely and securely move the body so we get a better look and stuff.
Okay, so you want to know ID, more or less, like
I want to know who it is. Who it is, and any other. Pretty much that's the main thing.
So at a glance, unless you want to do a medicine check for recency or anything like that, at a glance, you can tell immediately that this person's a Yakuza gang member.
I'll do a medicine to get a bit more information.
Okay.
Dirty 20 actually, 15 plus 5.
This guy's body is still pumping blood. This is like danger close immediacy.
Does he look savable?
No, he's dead. He's
Oh.
brutally, but his blood is all over the place. What's left is just the twitches and the only things that you would really notice. It's not like he's convulsing, but you know that the body's shutting down and
Involuntary
it's
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. Sandman is gonna reach into his tactical vest and he's gonna pull out a few pins, and he's gonna kind of put them in key points, like doing some type of acupuncture to try to like stop the nerves from moving, so he can calm down, so the body won't jerk around anymore.
All right.
And with that, he'll take the gun, wrap it up.
Okay. It's pretty obvious this is a biolocked weapon, so it's going to be biolocked to the individual. Doesn't mean it doesn't have any value, and it doesn't mean it can't be unlocked, but it's not usable right now in its condition.
How dark do I want to go here? Biolock means his hand unlocks it?
I believe it is a bioscanning, what do you call it, interface. The definition is in the rules, but I do believe that unless it is hacked or it is a 21st century weapon, which is not biolockable.
Fine, I won't do what I want to do. Sandman will still take the weapon, even though it's biolocked. There is some intrinsic value to it.
Can Waifu take a look at the slashes on the body? So then she can try to figure out the type of swordsmanship we're dealing with.
Yeah, go ahead and do an investigation. Or unless you have something else that might be more applicable.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. So you want to know what kind of slashes, like by weapon type or?
Yeah, but also to analyzing the depth, the precision, those kinds of things would kind of give her a sense of the type of person to kind of keep an eye on when they enter.
You actually, you engage your memory banks, and oddly enough, you've got lots of information on wielding blades, and this is a very skillfully used blade. Whoever used this, the attacks were precise, the attacks were intentional, they were rapid, they were professionally, it was like expert Ginsu.
And the type of blade, I'm assuming it was katana?
A katana, yep.
Okay. Was it a modified katana? Can I tell that much?
You can't tell. What would be what modification would you be trying to determine? Like if it's a technologically unusual?
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of use my memory implant, trying to figure out, there's different types. Some have they might have certain serrated blades or certain electrical charging, those kinds of things, because obviously each katana is usually made with the person in mind. So that type of information, then she could easily pinpoint whose katana it is, or like who's the wielder of the katana?
There is a bit of a bite mark, a bite pattern that suggests a slight serration, and it's mono-edged, otherwise, which I think standard katanas are. But there is a tooth pattern that is perceptible to waifu that does distinguish it, but you don't have any thing to connect it to as far as make or anything like that. I don't think you've got any sort of military programming, or do you?
I would verify that as we continue.
You might actually.
Yeah.
I believe that the type of special girl I am, I believe that mine may fall into that category, but I'm going to verify it right now.
I'll tell you what you could do. You can give me a different check. Let me look at your character sheet real quick. Yeah.
Well, they do make military grade robot, like they have been known to do military robotic work. So I don't know if that.
I would say that the weapon is definitely of that quality.
Okay.
What you don't have is any sort of record database of individual people.
Oh no, not that. It was
Yeah.
mainly because of the fact that when we go in here, her eyes they're gonna search the room for who all has a katana and the types of, like, you know,
Okay.
like right hand versus left hand wielder, that kind of thing. So that's where her mind, you know.
Tactical.
Was
Yes.
this? What's the rough age of the victim?
20s.
Yeah, Snowball. Can you get this guy out of the middle of the road?
Just to clarify, he's not in the road. He's just right there in front of the doorway.
Still, get him out of the middle of the doorway.
Yeah,
Okay.
Snowball will just like pick him up. And is there is there an alley or a dumpster that I can just send
yeah.
the body to?
You could take it
Yeah.
over to the dumpster. Yeah.
So yeah, Snowball will just pick it up and
Yeah. There
That
you
was very considerate.
go. Wipe your hands on your pants.
oh,
So there you are outside this opening now, just a large pool of blood, but no body. How do you proceed?
I guess this is the place.
Yup. This is it.
Sandman takes off his gloves and throws it in the same direction as the trash can and goes, let's go see the wizard. Opens the door.
Rightio.
All right. So you step into that dim interior with the red emanating light.
Hey, thanks for the raid, heroes and hooligans. Appreciate you guys.
Welcome.
Hey. Would you like Snowball to go first?
Actually, for once, yes.
Okay.
So as I
Yeah,
said,
so
the stairway is narrow. Go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, just that Snowball will maneuver himself just to the front of the group.
Is anyone drawing weapons, or are you going in peacefully?
Haha, Snowball is the whip.
We have
That's correct.
Snowball.
It's almost a tight squeeze too. You got to kind of tuck your elbows for as big as you are. It's that narrow of a staircase.
Sandman will remove his gun from the holster and put it into his pants, like a belt loop area,
Mhm.
and then make sure his shirt covers it.
Okay.
And that's about it, though.
Anyone else?
I'll just kind of look at waifu and just sort of make a comment. I guess the deceased there maybe negotiates negotiations didn't go so well with the Yakuza?
I guess so. That would be the right conclusion, at least from the markings.
Let's be careful up there, huh?
No worries. I got your back.
Okay.
Is that a statement for stealth? Or are you going normally?
I would say Risky is not being stealthy necessarily in the classic D&D terminology, but is definitely watching where he's stepping. You know, there's probably all kinds of nasty shit in here. So he's going to watch where he's stepping. And he is also, I would say, somewhat situationally aware, or aware of the environment around him. So not putting himself like in a very disadvantageous situation by his physical placement in the room when they get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How tall is Risky again?
Oh, he's probably 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, that's what I thought. When she says "I got your back," she will be behind Risky, and I may or may not decide for waifu, depending on the circumstances in the room, if there's like the lighting and such, whether or not to go full stealth. We'll see.
As you climb the stairs and get into the body of the apartment, the stairs lead right into what looks like what it may have been a living room. And there are more bodies littering the apartment. There's an open doorway into the kitchen where there's a window off to the right, and a bedroom area perhaps that's also open to the left, and then just a kind of an open living room area. And there are bodies on the floor. You count 6 bodies, all cut to shreds.
Let me guess. They're all dressed the same.
Yeah.
And same blade, I'm assuming. Same wielder.
Yeah. Quick examination looks like all the same.
So Risky is going to just sort of like tap Sandman. Mr. Sandman.
Yes.
Who are these dead people?
Well, based on the look and general attire, these would probably be young members of the Yakuza.
What are we walking into here?
Either the easiest job of all time or a trap.
Yep. One or the other.
You said there was a closed door in the room?
No closed doors. There's an open doorway to the left, which looks like it goes to what's left of a bedroom, and an open passageway into the kitchen, which is to the right, and there's a window in there where the light's coming through. Interesting point about the window as well. The window is open.
If it makes you feel better, the Yakuza does have enemies. This could be anything.
I don't know if that really makes me feel better per se, but it certainly puts things in perspective.
I think Snowball goes into we'll check rooms now, checks the bedroom, and then we'll eventually check the kitchen.
All right, so you had the bedroom first. Yeah, go ahead.
And waifu's going to head, but she's going to stealth over to the window area to see if there's anyone, maybe if there's, I don't know if there's a fire escape or something that's attached to it, but to try to see if there's any evidence of someone leaving.
Okay.
Traces of blood.
All right, Risky. What are you doing?
Risky is going to put his hand on on his weapon. He's not going to draw the weapon, but he is going to be all at the edge of drawing a weapon. He's right now feeling very uncomfortable with what he's seeing in this room.
It's pretty disturbing. It's a very irony, strong iron smell,
and he's gonna stay close to waifu.
So follow to the kitchen.
Yeah, as waifu is moving to the window, he's gonna kind of follow
in the kitchen.
Yep.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Waifu, be careful.
No worries.
Is going to start investigating the area to see how many assailants caused this. To see if this was like a lone ranger, was this a gang attack? Try to put the splatter patterns together to kind of figure out what happened.
Okay. All right. So Sandman and Snowball give me investigation checks, and Waifu give me a perception check.
Ty, quick question. Are there cameras or any monitoring devices in any of the rooms that we're looking at right now?
No, this is largely just a rundown, abandoned apartment. Like anything of value pretty much was taken out of here. There's the old stained carpet and newly stained carpet, holes in the wall. The sink, you see the kitchen sink's been busted as far as like the faucet's been bent out of place, and it doesn't look like anyone's actually lived here on purpose, not permanently as in paying rent. It looks like it may have been deliberately chosen specifically because no one would be there for the handoff that you're here to do. That's what you surmise.
8 plus 5 is 13 for my investigation.
13, okay. And Snowball?
Snowball got a 12.
12. So go with the lower. Snowball, you go into the bedroom. It's pretty much similar to the living room. Beat up, the walls have holes in them. There's also a window in there. That window is intact and it's not open. It's really grimy. There's stains and smears on the wall. There's not much in the way of furniture or anything like that. There's like maybe an old tattered sleeping bag that's crumpled up and lying in the corner. Similar stains on the carpet here, but not the blood stains. There's no body in here. So there's nothing in particular that stands out as far as part of what happened today. Sandman, you're looking at the bodies. It's a little bit hard to tell because of the mess in this room, like what exactly happened. You're not 100% sure if there was multiple, how many attackers. It does seem surprising that it doesn't look like there were any shots fired. You do happen to find also one of the individuals is in a gray shark skin suit. That's synthetic, but it's probably the senior officer. Other than that, it's like this was a group of Yakuza that looked like they were here to do the thing, and something happened, and now they're not.
Gonna search that. Grab another disposable glove and start searching that gray skin guy.
Okay.
Gray suit guy. But.
All right. So you start searching him. You do find a one long chip that's got perhaps some amount on it.
I'm getting a really, really bad feeling about this, you guys. Are you sure Kaze brought us to the right place? This does not look like our meat.
I believe that he brought us to the right place. However, maybe the intentions are all wrong.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, you notice the marks on the body. They were all done by the same person. At least that's the conclusion that I've come to.
So did somebody get here before us?
Possibly. Or, as Sandman suggests, it could be a trap. I had a 23 for my roll, by the way.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Know the world.
There we go.
You go to the window, and the first thing you find is a monofilament rope that goes right down the side of the building. And following it down and looking across, you see looks like a feminine form in a skin tight red full body motorcycle suit with long black hair, just walking with purpose toward a line of looks like individuals, sunglasses, generally formal attire. There's a van with the door open and a red motorcycle on the other side of them. And she's just beelining it for that motorcycle.
Okay. Does she have a blade?
Yes.
Would I be able from the distance that I'm at to see if it looks like in the light, like it has the same serrated edges that she knows from the markings?
It's sheathed, so you can't see the edge, but it is a katana.
Okay. And you said it was people who are they dressed the same as the ones who are the bodies?
They don't have any ties. They've got jackets, they've got unbuttoned white shirts, but there's a bit of a difference there, and it looks like there's like 4 or 5 of them, and they're just standing sort of at attention or rigidly as she walks toward them. She's about probably about 90 feet away from the building and approaching them at about another 30 feet away.
Okay, so waifu's gonna turn to Risky. I think I found them. I'll be right back. And she jumps out of the window in pursuit.
Oh.
All right.
What?
Remind me, do you have an augmentation to withstand that leap?
Yeah. I'm sure she does.
I would like, however, because you said that there is a rope. Because she has her memory implant, she has a bit of combat and special op training. So she is going to actually use those memories and propel off the rope at a crazy quick speed using her acrobatics or whatever you would allow me to do in order to get down and then go full dash to the person.
So making your choice of acrobatics or athletics at advantage. And Risky, you're the first one to see that, as waifu just goes right out the window.
Guys?
Oh,
Mr. Sandman? Snowball?
Oh,
I think it's time to go. He's gonna beeline for the door. Risky is.
Okay. All right. So
And what was it? What did you allow me to roll, by the way? I'm so sorry.
Your choice of acrobatics or athletics.
Yes. I am going to do acrobatics because that was a nat 20 on the die.
Oh, snap!
Unfortunately, Risky turned away and didn't watch you do this amazing shoop, right down to the ground. But that gets you down to the ground level, and you can use half your movement. You can use the other half of your movement to start pursuit on foot if you wish to.
Yes, I'm going full speed ahead to close that distance.
Okay. As you start running toward her, she doesn't even look back, but the men or the group of individuals in front of her all draw firearms and aim at you or in your direction. So let's go ahead at this point and do the initiative thing.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and give me, I meant to get myself better set up for this and I failed. Do it this way.
This is exciting. An easy job, they said it would be.
Yeah.
A fetch quest, they said. But
And
no.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Bill arranged for it. How bad could it be?
Yeah, Bill.
Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay, please let this continue. Please let these rolls continue. Please,
Yes.
These are amazing rolls.
Oh god damn.
I like what I'm hearing.
5, aren't we?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are we on? Which floor are we on? The first floor.
It's an upper floor. It's the first floor for the apartment, but it's the second story.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to take you all one round to get out and around the building.
Yeah, Risky is definitely sprinting down the stairs.
Okay.
Glancing out the window, seeing waifu disappear. Does it lead down into sort of a courtyard of sorts?
It's a parking lot.
It's a parking lot. Are there other vehicles parked there?
There's the van. There's a van that looks like it's in operational order with the side door open. And then there looks like there may be one or two cars that may be operational and the rest are derelicts.
Yeah, right. Gotcha. Cool.
So let me, first of all,
Okay.
Okay, so let me just get your initiatives, waifu.
24.
Risky.
Wow. What did I get? 16.
Sandman.
13.
Snowball.
23.
Nice. Okay. So as I said, you will have one round to get around the building. And waifu, you are first. So you are 15, what did I say? 15, 90, 60, 75 feet away. From her, and she's moving away from you.
Yeah, I'm running to try to catch up. So she said she's 60 now
75.
at this point. 75.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moving my full distance, and then I'm assuming I'm not going to reach her. So what I'm going to do is use my bonus action to is in this part, like what do I see as I'm kind of like full speed ahead, other than them? Like, do I see anything that I could technically hide behind or dip behind?
There are some cars, some other vehicles there that would make for cover.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is run full speed ahead, and then like almost at crazy speed, like zip over to one of the cars to hide behind for cover, since they do have weapons drawn.
Okay.
But that does not mean I'm gonna stop pursuing this person once I get close enough.
So you're using your bonus action to dash?
To hide.
Oh, to hide. Okay. So you're using regular movement up to the car and then you hide.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So you have partial cover. That's your turn?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So everybody else is getting around the building. The woman parts through the line of others and gets on the motorcycle. So she's 20 feet up to the motorcycles the other side of them. She gets on the motorcycle, puts on the helmet, looks back toward the building, and it's a full shade visor. Red helmet matches the red suit, matches the red motorcycle. Even the handle on the katana is red. And fires it up. And
would you say I can make out the license plate during that time?
There is no license plate.
There's no license plate.
No.
I just remember those details. Okay.
And shoots out of the parking lot. The others hold their fire. They don't fire on the car that you're hiding behind. And we'll go back around and start at the top of the order again as the rest of you come around the side of the building. What do you want to do at that point, waifu?
So the other ones are still there, correct?
They're still there. They were holding the line. It looks like they're holding the line as she zips out of there.
Interesting. Is there another motorcycle by chance?
No other motorcycles. Just the van that looks like they arrived in. And then
And how close is that van?
That van from where you got to, you moved what, 30 feet?
30 feet. Yeah.
30 feet. So 60, 80, about 80 feet.
Issue. But how close are they?
They're just the other side. So they're within like 20 feet of 15 feet of the van. So 15, that's 65 feet.
Oh, they're still 65. Man,
That's
they're
what
not close.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to run up to try to get closer.
Mhm.
And then hopefully still trying to stay within, kind of zigzagging to try to stay behind cover as I do so. But I'm trying to close the gap as much as possible.
Okay. There's another car. There are a few in this parking lot. So you can zip to the right to get closer.
Oh, actually,
yeah.
Can I actually get into what are these cars functional?
It doesn't look like it. There may be one in the lot that's functional. Whether or not you have time to mess with that, it's hard to say.
Okay.
You want to move toward? You can try to move towards one and see one of the ones that looks like it's.
Yeah, I want to try to go into one of them to see if I could start it up.
Okay. All right. So you run over to the nearest one that looks like it might be functional. Throw open the door. So that's your movement, free action. You want to try and start it. Give me a tech roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Wait, is that hacking? No. No, that's
there's
just a
actual
tech
tech skill.
Okay, 15.
This one's not all there. Doesn't have the components. It's been like the dash is all picked apart and the wires are all sticking out, and there's not even a steering wheel.
Okay, copy that.
Okay, so that's your turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Snowball.
Cool. Yeah, I think are we entering this parking lot
Yeah.
at the far end? We're not close to them.
Yeah, you come around and you're entering the parking lot from the back of the building.
Oh yeah, sweet. I think Snowball is just in full sprint, so I will use my movement and my action to move.
Okay.
Trying to, because I probably at this point I don't see waifu anywhere either.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Snowball is just sprinting towards this line of dudes, obviously with guns.
Right.
Yep.
And that'd be 60 feet for you?
60 feet, yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Does that bring me within?
That gets you halfway to them.
Halfway, yep, great. Yeah, so I'm just at full sprint. Yep.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Got it. Risky, you be up next.
Do I see waifu?
Go ahead and give me a perception check or investigation.
That's going to be a 10.
No, you do not.
Shit.
No.
All right, I'm going to follow Snowball. Do I see the motorcycle zipping away?
So you heard it when you were running.
Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we the motorcycle? What do we do? I'm gonna try to use my hacking skill to see if any of the vehicles are operational in this parking lot.
Okay, so I think you'd need a bot that has to be within 30 feet.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever you think.
We'll go with that. You get within 30 feet of one of the vehicles.
Yep.
Go ahead and make your check.
Okay. So this is a hacking check. I do get to make it with advantage because I have because my keytar happens to be a corporate hacking device. Ooh, 19 on the die plus some things. 24.
Okay, let's see. 24, that's a good roll. Let's see how luck
Red
is on
Corvette.
this vehicle. Ah. Oh yeah. Okay, so this vehicle looks like you can get it to run.
I got a roller here, guys. I'm gonna run towards the car.
Okay. All right, so you are heading towards that car, and then takes us to this line of figures that are outside the van, and they just boom, 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 filter into the van, roll the door, the van fires up, and they peel out.
Can I react to that?
You'd have to have a held action.
Okay.
Or a delayed action. Or what do we call it?
A reaction.
Or do you
Reaction.
have a reaction that allows you to react to it?
No. I thought that I could react to that. I can't actually. Looking at it. Never mind.
Okay. Sandman.
If Sandman went to the window, how far away would that car be from him?
So you're at the window in the kitchen?
If he went to the window from the kitchen, how far away would...
The van would be 120 feet away.
God damn it. Yeah. He's going to spend...
110.
He's going to spend... what is it? One round and a dash to get to downstairs, or just one round?
It's one round to get all the way around the building to where everybody else is if you stayed in the building.
Sandman will use his movement to get down to the bottom to join everybody else.
Okay.
But he will also begin just unloading his clip immediately towards them.
Towards the van?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you come bringing up the rear with your gun out. These shots will be a disadvantage because of the distance.
Of course.
Actually, yeah. Are they within range even?
No.
Okay.
The pistol? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
It's less about actually hitting them and more about the fear.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is just a 5. Who gives it?
Yeah.
These aren't the only gunshots we're hearing.
Yeah, this is
Right.
I'm gonna call the cops.
So you just empty a clip. Sandman comes around the corner and is just like, bam, 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 as the van goes burning off.
Do I get a chance to spot that? Does this have a license plate? Or?
It does not.
Is there any way, now that it's like, I think it's like, is it back to me for the order?
It would be back to the top of the order, yeah.
Can I take out my SMG and try to aim for the tires so it can spin out?
Sure. Yeah. What is the distance on? Do you have a distance written down?
Yes. So it just does higher damage if it's 30 feet. I can go 90 for it.
Okay, 90 feet would be a disadvantage for your shot.
Okay.
Are you doing spray, or are you just taking the aim shot?
No, I'm trying to actually aim for this one. Just like if pop a tire, cause them to swerve, slow them down.
Okay.
Okay. Well, still, even at disadvantage, even though I would have loved that 19, this one is a 17.
Oh, okay. Roll damage for me.
All right.
Okay.
Dude, waifu is a badass.
Oh, yeah.
Knew I should have slit that person's throat. Jeez. It's fine. It's fine.
That's true love right there.
2.
2. Okay.
It's literally just to pierce if possible, to pierce the tire to cause them to slow down.
Yeah, it seems that it hits the rear left tire as the car kind of fishtails. It does slow it down. It doesn't stop it. The person has total control.
I will, as my bonus action, dash my full movement.
Okay. All right. So you do. Everyone sees waifu now. Jump out of one of the cars and go busting towards the street as this van's like trying to get out of the neighborhood. Yeah. Snowball, is there anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, with Kitty.
I think,
just out. You see Kitty like bright. It's a bright pink, and you're like you can't miss it with the red bow. You just see the like movement.
Mistaken it.
Yeah. I think hearing Risky say that there's a car ready, I think Snowball like skids to a halt and yells out at Waifu and is like, no, Waifu, quickly, we follow, and we'll run back to the car and like clamber in and just like fire it up. He's like, okay, let's do this.
Okay, so you're trying to hotwire the car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, give me a tech. Check.
Yes.
Tech check. That is. Oh, that is only a 7.
You have an inspiration.
Oh, I do have an inspiration, which I am going to use.
Okay.
That's much better. That is a total of 19.
Okay. So you're like,
Yeah, good. Oh,
he goes,
stupid. Get curva.
but it gets going.
Yep.
All right. So that's
Yeah,
you.
and then I'm
You're in the
gonna
driver's seat.
essentially like swing past people and try and pick them up.
So I think Risky's already there.
Yep.
So yeah, you can like. So Risky, you can hop in and slam the door. Be your turn. What else do you want to do? Or what do you want?
Oh, can I run some sort of a can I run some sort of a scan or access the whatever it is, the matrix to try and identify the woman, the motorcycle, the red, the whole vibe she was giving off? Is there
You
anything
wanna
I
go
can do?
deep dive? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make a. You can get into your HUD and get into the greater network, and make that a computer. Let's see. You got. I don't think this is computing necessarily. This probably would be a good tech, or it's not quite hacking because you're not trying to break into.
Right.
Well,
Trying
no,
to
I'll give you the
axe-
option. I'll give you a tech or hacking because you might be needing to hack into records.
Yep, I'm gonna go hacking because I get advantage 3 times per day. So this will be my second time using this. I am a hacker after all. So as I'm sure people have realized, I'm going to be depressed. Just you watch as he's pushing different buttons on the guitar and rips out a little solo. And that's a 17 plus 5 is 22.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. All right. So you start getting into corporate lines of information. Give me one specific question you want an answer to.
Is there a way to, I would like to know who that motorcycle is, who owns the motorcycle, who's it registered to, who's associated with it. If there's any way to tie it to a name.
Okay. So you're asking about the motorcycle in specific. I'll double check my notes for accuracy.
Also, while this is happening, Risky just kind of puts his hand out and grabs onto Snowball's like arm and just says, "We're not leaving without Waifu and Sandman."
No, of course not. We picked them up.
Yeah, and in fact, I think you're spinning backwards in reverse towards Sandman to.
Yeah.
pick
Oh
him up.
yeah.
So as the car lurches forward, Risky, you find out that this motorcycle is registered to Kanmazawa Corporation.
Okay.
Oh god damn it.
All right, good information.
And the car lurches up in front of you, Sandman, and Risky's like, "Get in!"
Yeah, he gets in.
All right.
Go, go,
And
go,
then
go,
the-
go.
And then these ball tires like spin out as the car starts to pull forward, and Waifu's just like running across the parking lot.
Yep.
That van, even so, is like starting to pull away. But this other car comes roaring up behind you, and what do you want to turn back toward it? We'll go to your turn again since you're top of the order.
No, waifu, when she has a target, she locks on. So she is going full speed ahead to close that distance to get to the targets.
Okay, so
well, one of the closest target, which is unfortunately the motorcycle's gone. So,
yeah. so waifu is roaring up the street, running into the street.
SMG just
yeah, SMG, yeah. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of traffic because it's District 5. So so you can still kind of see the van. You know where the van is. You can see the van. The car does, however, Snowball, I guess you pull up next to her. What do you do?
I'm just like, hauling up next to waifu, and like the window's wound down, and Snowball's like, get in, car is faster, come on.
Yeah. Risky would like
better yet, I'll get
open
up.
the door.
And then she jumps. No, she doesn't even, she jumps up on top of the roof.
Okay.
To basically for him to drive.
Yes.
So you open the door and she's already like jumping over you on top, like I'm gonna go up. And then you're just like, okay, guess not.
Yep. Hold on tight.
Find footing in like the crinkled, dented roof of this vehicle that's hardly holding together as it is.
Can I shoot at the vehicle?
Oh my god, epic.
From that angle?
You can shoot in that direction. It's gonna be a disadvantage again, for sure, because of the distance.
So they're not they're not complete. They're not stopped. Okay.
Right.
So that changes what I'm gonna do because I'm going to pop another one of the tires then. I was gonna aim towards the driver, but now that you gave me that information, I'm aiming towards another tire.
Okay.
Okay,
This is so good. So good.
16 this time around.
16. Okay. Yeah. All right. That hits. Go ahead and give me another damage roll.
It's only a 1, but it's a tire.
It is a tire. It's a tire fired out, I think, by a 9mm. It does damage. It does enough damage, and the van fishtails again, and then slams into a car that's parked on the side of the road, and it goes up on the curb, and kind of jackknifes, like sideways into the, when jackknife doesn't have a trailer, but slides sideways into the street. And okay, it stopped. Snowball,
I think as we're driving, I think Snowball is like, ha ha, that's my girl.
Are you still on top of the car?
Oh, I am. So if I need to do any check for that, yes. That's fair.
Amazing.
That's fair.
So good.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna use an inspiration. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what that's for.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Of course. 12?
Ooh, 12.
Ooh.
I think what
it was better than what I had before, let me tell you.
Can I use my action or reaction or anything to like reach up and grab onto her to like?
Well, you don't have a reaction that will let you do that technically. What happens is you lose your balance and you do fall down on the roof and then kind of you slide down the back window. Yeah.
Wait, time out. I do have another, I forget. I have an extra action. So can I use, while I'm about to slip, can I run off of the car to try to do a roll? Yes, that's my bonus action.
Use your bonus action to move.
To basically, I'm going to dash
murder bot
off the
off the car.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Give me
yes, you can.
Absolutely.
You can give me another acrobatics roll for that.
She is a murder bot, is what we have here.
Chance to not eat shit.
Yeah.
Okay, 15.
15. All right. 15. You what are you superhero land?
Ooh, in my head, I kind of imagine that it's like, it looks at first like it's going to be one thing, but she actually tucks the SMG into her body, and she actually does almost like a roll, like a duck roll forward, in order to basically be in a kneeled like 1-knee position at the car.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. Yeah. You dash off the car, roll when you hit the ground, come up into the kneeling position, aiming down the street. And I think that is your turn.
I'm just gonna say as a reaction, she is so cool.
And Snowball, you are driving the car, so that's most of what
I'm
you're
just
doing,
driving.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I'm just still driving.
even though
the van has stopped now, hasn't it?
yes, yeah.
Yep.
Let's come do it.
Yep.
All right. So are you just barreling toward it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Risky.
Risky is kind of stunned and shocked a little bit right now with what he's seeing waifu accomplishing, and just enamored with the display of prowess. And he, as our car is still barreling forward at this point.
Right.
Okay. I am going to brandish my weapon, load around in the chamber, and I'm going to hold an action to start firing if I see any of those mooks jump out of the van.
Okay. And as you say that, they do. They come around the side, they out the window, and they all start firing in your direction.
Yeah.
So you get to go first with your reaction.
I'm going to take a shot. Yep. That's going to be a 7.
That is a miss. As you fire off into the city. Very good. And let me look at my guys here. Yeah, that sounds good.
Take that, city.
Okay. So we've got a total of 5 as they fire at the car. And waifu. So waifu.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Myriad. Great to see you. Hope you're having a great night. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Raiders.
All right. So 1 is going to fire at waifu. I'll take care of that shot first. That is a 21, waifu, to hit you.
That does
Wait a
actually
minute.
hit.
Wait a minute. It's a disadvantage. Sorry. That is a 17 to hit you.
That does not hit.
Ooh, the asphalt kicks up near where you're kneeling, but the bullet does not hit. And then the rest of them fire at the car. So that is, that's a natural 20. That is an 18. 18 at Snowball. Does an 18 hit you?
It does.
Okay. And then, wow. A 12 and a 22 at Risky. I suppose the 22 hits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That hits big time.
Okay.
It's going to hurt.
Pathetic rolls here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good because the first bullet, Snowball, hits you for a whopping, the natural 20 hits you for 4 points. And you have a DR2 armor?
3.
3, wow, you take 1 hit point.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just barreling towards, and the bullet's like straight into his big old chest. And he's just like,
But I think you got hit twice. So the other one,
Oof.
that is 5 reduced to 2 for the second bullet. And then Risky, you get hit by something that you've never been hit before in your whole teenage life. For
I'm just a kid.
6 points. Do you have DR reduction, or is it you don't?
I do have a Kevlar jacket. So I believe, let me just double check that. It has DR2 ballistic.
Oh, nice. Okay, so your
Yep.
injury is pretty substantial, but it reduced to 4.
Okay. Ah!
As these guys are firing at you, it is Risky's turn. Or did? Oh yeah, go. Right.
Can I say that that if these guys need to jump out, I can slow the car down for them, or
On your turn, you'd be able
oh
to
sure,
to maneuver the car. Yeah.
Yep.
So Risky, it's your turn because you. Oh wait, no, you did your held
Nope,
action.
I did mine. Yep.
Yep. So it is
When they
Sandman's
fired.
turn.
Yep.
Sandman, who has now been in a small car accident, is going to reload his regular gun and just like poking out the side of the car, going go pew pew.
Okay.
One of the bad guys.
Big shot. Disadvantage at this range and speed.
Disadvantage this range.
Yep.
With disadvantage, it's going to be an 11.
11. You don't seem to have hurt him. You think your aim was pretty good, but you don't see any reaction to the shot.
definitely hurt the feelings though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Insulted big time.
Free action. Sandman goes, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Exactly. Waifu, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm assuming that she just saw that they shot Risky. I'm assuming.
Well, I think your focus is on them shooting at you.
Like
You
how
know
far?
that
Because I'm
they-
like, because if I stopped and they kept going, that's why I'm saying like, what is now in my field of vision? Because would I
And
have
you're- I
seen
mean,
it because it's ahead of me?
I think you can see the car going forward, but you're not really able to make out what's going on
Okay,
inside the car as
okay.
the bullets come roaring in. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just so then I know what I'm like looking at. So so basically she's going to be closing the distance again. So she's going
Okay.
to bonus action dash.
Okay.
And then once she gets to that full distance, another 30 feet, she's going to unload on the first person in front of her,
Okay.
who's obviously seeming like they're shooting in that direction.
So you move up close enough that you don't have disadvantage anymore and fire back.
Yes.
And are you going to spray or are you just going to take one shot?
That is a good question. Let me take a look again. Because spray doesn't really do the same damage.
It doesn't. It reduces the damage.
However, it would hit multiple targets.
It could
Which-
hit multiple targets.
Yes. I will actually do that just because of the fact that we have to get information, so I don't want them dead.
Okay.
At least not yet. So I'm going to go ahead and just take care of trying to do the spray in this instance.
Okay, so they have
slow
to
them
make a
down.
dex save against your spray difficulty, which is going to be 8 plus your proficiency plus your dex modifier. What is that?
14.
Okay. All right. So miss, a hit, a hit, a miss, and a miss. So you hit 2 individuals. Your damage is half damage dice.
Okay.
Rounded down.
And that's per person or just for one? hit?
Per hit. So yeah, for each of your hits.
Do I see this happening, Ty?
You know that well. That would assume you're looking back and finding where Waifu's at, and then that would allow you to see Waifu firing. Wouldn't allow you to see necessarily where the hits were, or you could be staring straight ahead and see if anybody got hit, or if you're looking for that kind of reaction. But you wouldn't be able to necessarily see both happening.
Okay,
So that's 3. That's 3, by the way.
3 points. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. That's your turn.
Yes, that's all I can do.
All right.
I
Yeah,
can't
you
hide
got
or
it.
anything.
Okay. All right, Snowball. If you want to bring the car to a stop, you can count that as just half movement.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah, Snowball's going to like handbrake, slide sideways, and look at Sandy and Risky and be like, "Go, get," and wait for them to get out of the car, like spinning the car so that they can get out away from the bullet.
Okay,
bullet fire.
so your side to him, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's like, is that my action to stop the car?
No, I'll give you that as half movement.
Right on. Then I will hold my action. The moment Risky and Sandman are out of the car, I'm going to drive the car straight into one of those motherfuckers.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna try and crash the
So
car into one of them. Yeah,
okay, gotcha.
because Snowball is the weapon.
Okay, Risky.
Go, Risky! Out! Don't get shot.
They freeze.
No, there he is.
No.
Oh, okay. It's your turn.
Oh, sorry. All right. So, oh man. I will bail out of the car, obviously, and I'm gonna try to get eyes on waifu, for sure. And then, oh gosh.
You could even run over to waifu if you wanted to. Or you can use the car for cover.
I'm gonna continue to use the car for cover. Are we within range of hey Coco Bunny, are we within range of fire? Like I can take a couple shots? Okay. I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna use the car for cover. I'm gonna pop up over the top of the hood and take a shot.
Okay.
So let's do it. That is a 4. I'm not built for this shit.
Damn this.
I think I got one.
Sandman. Actually, it's their turn. The van starts to lurch again and starts pulling away on 2 wheels. The 2 front wheels are dragging it as they try to get away, and they pile back in. But a couple of them take pot shots, so it'll be 1 at Snowball and 1 at waifu. Waifu's under partial cover, so Snowball, that's a 10, and waifu, that's a 7. I don't think either one of those hits. All right. Sandman.
Okay, how far is the van from me?
Like 20 feet.
Okay, Sandman is going to get out of the car, run to the front of the van, and just start unloading into the cabin of the van.
You're going to hate me for this, but it's 20 feet. Getting out of the car is 15. It's going to take you.
That's
You can
fine.
still get close enough to shoot, yeah.
I'll get out of the car. No, I'm gonna get out of the car, and I'm still gonna shoot at the thing in the van. I just can't get up to it. Don't worry, I'm not built for this, so it's not like anything's actually gonna get hit.
You're
But
trying
I'm
to
no
shoot
longer rolling at disadvantage, which is
No,
what I
no.
really wanted.
You're shooting at the driver's side?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
14 plus
That'll
1.
hit. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Yeah, get him.
Get him.
Woo!
Get her done. 3 and 2. That's 5 points of damage.
Okay. You take a big old shot. The window shatters. You see a bit of blood splatter. The van wobbles, but it keeps going. And that takes us back to the top of the order.
Well, now that they're out of the car, can I use my held action to
Oh,
gun the
yes.
car at one of
Yes.
these guys?
Yep. Which
Yeah,
at
so
this
I'm
point
just gonna
is
ram one of them with the car.
So they all piled back in when they were taken off, but you can ram the van.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. So you peel out, you ram, you go charge into the van.
Man the van.
Let's go ahead and do a roll to see how well you hit the van with the car.
Yeah. Because Snowball knows this is going to hurt, Snowball will use his fury.
Okay.
And will get so angry, almost kick his foot through the accelerator through the floor.
Nice.
Yes.
Am I adding anything to the D20 roll, or?
Yeah, let's see. What would that be here? That's probably going to be a vehicles or vehicles?
Yeah, I've got vehicles.
Yeah.
Land vehicles.
Yep.
Yep. +4. That is a 21.
Oh, nice skill to have right there.
Yeah.
You slam into the van. The van lurches forward. The car lurches in and stop at the same time. We're just going to call this an improvised weapon. I'll give you +2 on the damage for it being a vehicle. Go ahead and roll me a d4. That damage.
3 + 2, 5.
Nice. Okay. All right. So yeah, you slam the car. The back of the van buckles in. The front of the car pushes up. Your car is a mess. It's starting to lurch and wobble. The van is dragging. Basically, the back tires are completely flat. It's pulling itself not very well. And that's your turn, yeah?
Yeah, that
Okay.
brings us to the top, I believe.
All right, Risky.
No, it brings us back to waifu because that was my.
Oh, right, because that was a reaction.
Yep.
Yeah. Or held action, I mean.
Okay. So, question: how far is the van now from me?
Well,
From
let's see.
waifu.
Like they moved like 40 feet, maybe. From because you haven't moved from your kneeling position, your kneeling spot.
Okay. So I'm going to I'm gonna dash forward, but I'm gonna try to go now like dashing towards the driver's side
Okay.
window.
Mhm.
What I was gonna originally do is hop on top of the roof or on top of the hood and then smash the window and then grab the driver, but I can't do that. So instead, I'm going to do the okay thing and just shoot the driver from the passenger side window.
Let him have it. This would actually be the driver's side because you're on that side of the van.
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay, so it's close. Okay, oh my gosh. That was a nat 20 on the die.
Oh,
For
shit.
23.
Oh,
For
shit.
23.
Yeah, roll double damage.
Now, can I see this happening?
Yes.
Okay, because I have a thing where I can do, it's called redistribution.
Uh-huh.
I can add damage to waifu's attack.
Yes. The cost of your hit dice, right?
Cost of my hit dice, and I have what, 2 hit dice?
2. Uh-huh.
I will use both of them. So add 2d8 damage.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You feel this
Get,
like
get wrecked.
calculation in your processor, waifu, is you're like
Yeah.
everything slows down. You just go.
I need you to stop the vehicle. And then she's just after saying that as loud as possible. I'm gonna roll these
Strangely
dice.
amplified voice. Wow.
Yeah. I know, weird. It's just all of a sudden you hear it echoing and it seems kind of
Yeah.
like not human range. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's the first set because that was double dice for mine.
And then 2 more D. You know what? You get if you just got 2 additional D8s on double
So
damage.
that was 26.
Yeah,
That's
that
plenty.
might do it. That might do it. I think
You-
that's gonna do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You actually empty the whole clip on your gun.
Yeah,
And-
because I only had I think it was 8 remaining in the clip.
yeah, and technically when you spray it, it empties the clip anyway. So
Oh no, yeah.
So the van just veers and slams into a building and comes to a complete stop. and the driver is completely obliterated in that shot. And that's your turn, right?
Yeah, I think after that happens, where probably the driver is like slumped over, I'm gonna need you all to exit the vehicle as soon as possible.
Yes.
Oh man, I'd give you an intimidation roll, but your action, so it would be Snowball's turn.
Yeah. Is the car still behind the van? Like after I shunted it, I've been following it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the van veered off and crashed into the building.
Yeah, sweet. I think yeah. Snowball is just gonna like kick the door off and like clamber out of the wrecked car and basically head towards the van.
Okay.
Can I get to the van in my movement?
Yes.
Oh, for sure. Excellent. Then I'm going to grab the side door and just like wrench it back.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, is that like if that's my action? I'm just gonna open that door and just be like, "Pipsha, let us dance."
And I'm gonna say, yeah, you can still get a strike in opening.
Right. Yeah. As soon as I see any kind of human-shaped body, I'm just going to.
Yeah, there he is. Go ahead and whack him.
Okay.
Yes.
11 plus 6 is a 17.
That will hit.
Nice. So 2 plus 4 is 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As he feels the
Whack! Yeah,
cold,
this
hard
one-
steel of knuckles.
This one goes down and out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah. That's my turn.
Got it.
Curva. Ugh.
Ah.
And it is then Risky's turn.
Risky will race forward, and if he sees any hostiles, he will take a shot.
I would
That boy's
say
got a gun.
you can see
It-
someone on the passenger side in the van.
Can I get up to the window of the passenger side?
I would say you could get up to the driver's side and shoot
Okay.
through the driver's side. Yeah, that would be more direct from where you're at.
All right, I'll get up and I'll just point my gun at the individual in the passenger side. I'll say, don't do it. And I will ready an action. If they make a move, I'm gonna blast them.
Okay. All right, so that's your
Say it
held
in
action.
Japanese or in English?
I'll say it in Japanese. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say it in the most respect. So I also have bureaucracy as a trained skill. So I will say this in the most polite possible way.
Diplomatic.
Yes, a diplomatic. Yep.
All right. Well, the dude looks like he might be Middle Eastern, but what he does is he raises his gun to shoot you.
Oh shit. All right. Well, then I guess as my reaction, I blast him.
Yeah.
And as we've already established, I'm very handy with the sidearm. Very, very handy.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe in you.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's an 18.
That'll do it.
For an 18. Yeah. All right. So that's 2d6 damage. Oh, that's a 6 and a 2. 8 total.
Oh, nice. That will do it for that one. Boom, boom.
Sorry.
All right.
Just this green-haired teenager blasting a dude in the front of a van.
Yeah.
There's two guys trapped inside the van because Snowball's right in front of them.
What's up, Armin?
So they are going to try and blast you to get out.
Oh, good luck.
13 and natural 20.
Okay, one of you is lucky.
Not so lucky on the damage die. Oh my goodness. That is okay. 11 reduced by 3, right?
Yes, but I'm also,
And then-
because I'm raging, I have resistance.
So down to 3 total.
3. Cool.
Natural 20 does 3 damage to Snowball.
That would be
Right.
the rage effects.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's so furious.
Sandman.
Ugh.
At the bottom of the round.
Like, I mean, he's definitely been shot for sure. He just doesn't
Yes.
seem to realize that he's been shot.
Is there anyone still alive or moving?
So you're on the far side of the van. You can't see into the body of the van.
Mhm.
But there's commotion, like the van body's moving, and you know that Snowball went around the other side, and so there's kerfluffle going on over there.
You know, Sandman is actually going to put his gun away, roll his eyes, like, God damn it, my back, and like just hobble his way over to Snowball, and he kind of like cranks his hand out, and like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat movie, a little needle comes out, and he shoves it into Snowball's side.
Okay.
Healing you for 2d8 plus tech.
Oh,
Nice.
heals? Whoa.
Wow. He does care.
Plus tech would be 6 points.
Okay. 6 points for Snowball.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah,
You're
man.
gonna move
Back
yourself
up to
just a
full,
little
baby.
bit. You battle it out a little bit longer, trying to keep one alive. As I understand it, is that right? Is that
Correct.
your
Yeah,
goal?
Snowball is like, he's just knocking dudes out. He's not caving in skulls.
Okay. So you rough up the last two, you get them out of the van, get them restrained. And as you're dealing with that, this silver limousine comes out of the sky and comes hovering down at street level, right in the midst of the action. As it does, the limousine hovers. Let's see. No. There we go. With the sound of sirens approaching and the last chance to make some real money long gone from here, a long silver limo descends from the left and glides to a hovering stop in front of you. Double doors open from the side of the vehicle, and you see an extravagantly dressed woman. Her hair is unnaturally red, and a green velvet gown laced with silver thread follows a fluted collar up to her chin. She demurely holds a glass of sparkling wine and sips from it as though you aren't all standing there. She swallows and then looks in your direction. Well, get in, darlings, before the police arrive. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Police in just arrived.
Ooh.
That's the most unrealistic thing that's happened this entire game.
Ooh. All right. All right.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, what?
As we're getting in, I'm just gonna look at Sam and just be like, does the name Kanwazawa Corp mean anything to you?
Salmon looks at the bigger gun that he did not use. Is like, nope.
All righty.
Actually, I will let you all give a quick history roll on the Kamazawa name.
Ooh, all right.
Take that roll.
That was the intel that he got off that motorcycle.
I have proficiency
Bless
in
you.
this.
Oh, yeah, not me.
Mhm.
With the
6.
natural one, I don't know crap.
Yeah, 6. Blah.
8.
Did waifu hear that, or is waifu skipping it?
No, I feel like waifu is literally still focused on trying to subdue one of the people.
Okay.
Now, if you don't move, I won't have to blow your brains out. And then she's like,
Yes.
so she's just busy doing waifu things. Of
Okay.
course.
So
Snowball will like put a hand on her shoulder and be like, "Waifu, it's time to leave.
Oh,
We need
it is?
We need to leave. Yes.
We should take our not friend with us.
Risky's gonna race up and as this is happening, he's just gonna give you a huge hug, waifu, and be like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? We got to get out of here."
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Are you okay? Oh my gosh, you got shot.
I'm bleeding.
Mhm.
Oh no,
Snowball's like, oh, Snowball is bleeding too. Ah!
you too. She's like
Snowball.
looking, like trying to see if she got it. She realizes that she's not hit, but she's just like kind of in shock.
I'm
But
perfectly
we should
fine.
we should go. We should probably.
Yes.
We need to stop the bleeding. Come on, come on, come on. Wait, oh yeah, you come with. And then she's just gonna like choke hold the guy to bring to drag his body.
As you move towards the limousine, dragging that guy, the woman inside says, "Oh, not him, darling. We don't need the fluffing trash of the day. Let him go."
Don't you need information? Like the
Oh.
person who was riding the red vehicle, who killed
honey,
everyone
no.
upstairs.
I can tell you all about that. Quickly, get in. The police are on their way.
Okay, and then she just smashes the takes her hand and just smashes the guy to the ground like by the face. and then she's like, "Oh, Risky, it's gonna be okay." And then she like hooks around Risky while they go into the vehicle after doing that.
You won't clamber into the limousine.
Yep.
The door's shut, and as the limousine lifts off, that is where we will end the session.
Beautiful. Oh my God. What a great session 1 of the
Yes.
Freelancers. You guys are awesome. This is fantastic. Ty,
Yay!
thank you very much for developing this.
Thank you.
And you guys are fantastic. Alan, Lamar, Brianna, you guys are so much fun to play with. This is a great group. I'm so excited.
This is wonderful.
Let's do some quick outros. If for folks who are hanging out in the chat, we have been playing the Freelancers, which is utilizing the Carbon2185 game system, which Ty had a hand in helping to create. You can find it online. We'll post some links. Thank you all for hanging out with us. There's a bunch of great people in the chat that I've been trying to greet and say hi to. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's go around the table here. Ty, let's start with you. Ty, thank you so much for putting this together and bringing the 4 of us to the table with you.
Yeah, well, it's my honor to run this game for everyone. This is a awesome cast, and I knew you would be. I knew the chemistry was going to be fire from our session 0 at a minimum, because you guys were already riffing the minute you started talking to each other. I am Ty Moore, the owner of Adventure Slang Productions, maker of New Varden TTRPG coming out this summer, but also had a hand, as Dave said, in creating Carbon2185. Very generous Robert Marriner-Dodds hired me for my first professional gig a long time ago now, 8 years, wow, into the industry. By virtue of being an English major, don't tell them if you study the humanities that you can't get a job. Yes, so that is me right now. I'm excited to continue the story next week with everyone. But meanwhile, the other things I've got coming, I got RageCon coming up in Reno, Nevada at the end of this month, and then a bit of quiet as New Varden comes out, and then Big Bad Con is the next one in October, and then hopefully Gary Con next spring. So
yes,
kind of my rotation.
Gotta do it. Gary Con, love it. Awesome. Ty, thank you so much. Really, 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 really appreciate playing games with you. I will never turn down an opportunity to get at the table with you, my friend. Another person I love playing with. Let's jump over to Utahime. Brianna, so much fun. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, and for going along with my craziness, guys, because you know I can't help but bring some very interesting characters to the table if I can.
Oh my gosh!
Hello, everyone. I'm Brianna, but I'm also known on the internet as Utahime, Utahime. Utahime cosplay pretty much everywhere except on the app formerly known as Twitter. You can find me at Brianna DaCosta there. As the name suggests, cosplayer. I'm also a host for different events and conventions and panels as well. And I'm up to lots of tabletop and Magic the Gathering shenanigans on a weekly basis. So if you follow me, you'll see a lot of that on my feed. I'm going to be going to San Diego Comic-Con. So that was the most recent announcement today. There's going to be some awesome announcements about panels and even an actual play that me and Lamar are part of. But we will be talking about that soon when everything gets released. But I will also be at Gen Con as well, so you can catch me there. And there's going to be some more announcements to come, so just stay tuned.
Yes. Thank you so much. That's so exciting. You have a lot going on, and we're very happy that you're able to make some time for this game. So thank you.
Of course, I had to. This is just too much fun to be at this table with all
Oh
you
my
guys.
gosh.
You guys are
Yeah.
amazing.
And another very busy person that we're glad to be playing with, Lamar. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. I love Sandman. Sandman is such a nice balance to what's going on here. It's beautiful.
Someone has to play Grumpy Dad. Hello, everybody. My name is Lamar, like the Con Guy, Lemar, the Con Guy. You can find me on all social medias before 2023 at Lamar the Con Guy. I actually have a link tree, linktr.ee/Lamar the Con Guy, and a website, lamartheconguy.com. It's weird, but I have a website. I am a comedian. I am an actor. I am a karaoke host and singer. I am a dungeon master. I'm a player. Whatever nerdy things these fools let me do, I do. I will also be at San Diego Comic-Con doing 4 different things. I will also be at Gen Con, being a part of the stand-up comedy competition as a judge and doing about 10 to 15 minutes of stand-up myself. I have to figure out how to write jokes without cursing. I will also be at, I have like 3 other conventions this year that I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go to. Big Bad Con is a 50-50 because there's another con that is at the same bloody weekend. What else is happening? I'm tired. I'm also tired. I'm a man that needs more sleep and stuff.
Look,
You
here's
did
what I'm
come back
hearing.
from Amsterdam, so.
Last week, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. What I'm hearing, Lamar, is that, look, if these cons want Lamar there, let's sweeten the deal. Let's sweeten the deal, cons. Let's sweeten the deal.
Cover
All
the
right?
cost of travel.
Yeah. Oh, man. So glad you're here, Lamar. Thank you so much for playing. Like I said, I love Sandman. He's a great character. Also, big fan of the Snowball. And big fan of you, Alan. Thank you so much for bringing your time and your talent to this game. Tell us what's up.
My absolute pleasure. What a joy it is to play with fellow weirdos. Yeah, I'm Alan Henry. I live in New Zealand. I'm a New Zealander. I'm an actor and a performance capture artist and a creature performer. And I was the bear in Cocaine Bear, and I was King Kong in the last 2 Godzilla vs. Kong films. And I'm a big nerd. I play a lot of D&D with some friends, but also other tabletop role-playing games. I'm in a Lancer campaign. I'm trying to kick off a Deadlands campaign and a Tales from the Loop campaign. So I'm a big fan of all of these super nerdy things. And I will be at G-Fest, the big kaiju con in Chicago, and that is July 12th to 14th. And then in November, I will be at Grand Rapids Comic Con. And I'm trying to find all of the people that I need to talk to so that I can go to things like Gen Con and Gary Con and San Diego Comic Con and meet all of my other friends who play tabletop role-playing games and meet fellow nerds and have a good time. But yeah, when people are like, oh, what's happening at this con, you should email them and be like, wouldn't it be cool if Alan Henry turned up? He's a cool guy. But I'm looking forward to.
We can vouch for that now.
We'll work on that. We'll work on that.
Yeah.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Yeah.
Do the thing. Everybody ask around. Tell everyone. But this has been an absolute joy. Ty, you're a great DM. This has been a really fun adventure.
Thanks.
This is so much fun.
Alan, thank you so much. You guys know me. I'm Dave. Blah blah blah. Come back and hang out with us if you're interested in getting involved with stuff. Please check out our Discord. We have a lot of fun things going on in our Discord, including some off-stream but played virtually on Discord Shadow Dark games, which have been going on. We've got a West Marches Shadow Dark campaign that's been going on. And this Saturday, we are kicking off a 3-part series with GM Shiv behind the Dungeon Master screen with part 2 of Tales from the Whisperwood. Cannot wait. It's going to be epic. There's some fun twists and turns ahead for that group of players and characters. So come and check us out this Saturday for that game. That starts at 12 p.m. Central. Whew. You guys, I am buzzing with excitement right now. I don't know how I'm ever going to be able to go to sleep after this. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. If you like what's going on here at Guild Spear, please consider following or subscribing or supporting us. When you support us, we get to support other great creatives like the great folks who made the music that you're listening to, Tabletop Audio, the maps that you're going to see next week from Solution Maps. It goes on and on. Spread the love to the creators. The creative people in this world are the ones who will figure out how to make this world a better place. So support them as best you can. We're going to go ahead and raid into some fantastically creative folks over at Swole Initiative Network. Kids in Capes is what they're playing. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We will see you next week, same time, same place, for part 2 of the Freelancers with DM DungeonMisterTy taking us into the depths of this dark city. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next time.